Clicking. Lean in. Camera on edge of the seat, she be pouring that pot. Turning the heat, name in her mouth, better come clean. She the real one, cut through the screen. No cap, all fat, yeah, she talk mean. But it's sting cause it's true, she a truth machine. Reality with Krista Marie. Hey, tune in for the truth, it's that Queen TV. Talking that shit, making it known. If it's going this way, that way she put you on. Reality with Krista Marie. Hey, every single drop got you feeling that beat. You better listen hard, don't miss a thing. She the primetime goddess, bow to the king. She don't chase clout, she chase receipts. Scroll through the files, bring them to the street. Bravo to the boss when she break that scene. Got the group chat buzzing off a single stream.
Hold on, I was muted. Sorry. Oh, happy Wednesday. Happy fuck you, West and Amanda Day. What a bunch of fucking dicks. Dude, this episode is wild. Like, I never believe a word Andy says. And hey, Bravo Receipts, how are you? Over there on Instagram. Glad you're there because I have a hard time keeping up with that. Glad I saw you. So I'm good to see my thank you. I don't get to see my chat over here. It sucks, but if you click the thing, you can come over on YouTube. But I'll switch back and forth now that I know you're there because you're important. Everybody on Instagram and I think you might have a podcast too. Please Bravo RAC, Bravo Receipts. You definitely want to be following them. But yeah. What did you say about Kyle? I saw something about Kyle. Kyle, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't. People forget. Okay. Like, I feel like people are forgetting about the Kyle part of what happened to my streamer? Oh, I think people are forgetting about the Kyle part of it. Oh, I just lost my Instagram. Not lost it, but crap. I'm still here, right? I hope I'm still here. I just have to read it. Set it back up again. Not set it back. Oh, here I am. Okay. I came back. Sorry. Okay. Kyle doesn't deserve this at all. Yeah, YouTube. It's yeah, you can click it. The thing, if I sent you the sometimes I send people like the links or whatever over, you can just click on that too. But yeah. Okay, so I don't think Kyle deserves this. I think that people forget about the West and Kyle and Amanda, like this, the betrayal of that all. And yes, I know that this isn't Sandoval. I'll introduce myself in a second, right? I know that this isn't Sandoval, but literally the betrayal is the same because you knew that this girl loved you or whatever her, especially after this goddamn episode with the fucking way that how it ended. Like, I cannot even believe this guy. Like, why are you saying any of this? Like, do you mean a fucking word that you say? Is there anything that comes out of West's mouth that is true? Like, I don't know what it is. Is he a shit talker? Is he trying to fuck Sierra one last time? Is he starting to feel are him and Amanda deflecting? I don't know. Like, are they deflecting off of their relationship? Because it seems like it. They're both fighting really hard for him and Sierra to be friends. It's like, what are you fucking psychos doing? What are you two psychos doing? Oh, it started in February. Okay, West. Sure. That really sucks, actually, because that's a little too fucking, I think it started way before that instead of Namir. And a lot of us do. I think honestly, it started like before the summer, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe the feeling started, but regardless, that would be really bad. But like, even if it just started in it doesn't matter. It should have never started. It should have never started because, oh, there you are. There you go. It definitely it's like insanity. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Listen, honey. You guys probably know each other. Bravo Receipts and Listen, honey on Instagram. Thanks for coming over. No, I really, man, like I want to say, when did it start? I don't know. I'm going to say at the end of the last summer, or like after the summer was over, because there were like psychos. Like, you're psychotic to be literally advocating for them to be friends. Like, both of you to advocate that hard for West to be friends with Sarah again. And she's like, bitch, I don't fucking trust you. Bitch, I don't look like you. Like, you just fucking kissed a girl in front of me. I know where we stand. Like, so she's supposed to hurt because she didn't make their fucking relationship clarified? Motherfucker, you fucked up all the time, every time. And it seems like you just want to fuck her again. And I think that and then they tease us with that little scene with Amanda at the end. Or not Amanda, yeah, like with her in the dog shop. Like, it just doesn't, like the way they teased it, I was like, oh, you assholes. But let's not figure, like, we start out with Amanda going, you are seen. You are loved and you are seen. I feel like Rachel Raquel again. I'm just like, I'm getting the chills. Like, I feel like it's her. I'm like, oh my God, she even sounds like her. She's like, and it's like, bitch, fucking speak up. Like, I'm sorry, Amanda. Like, I didn't even hate you. I just didn't think of you. Like, I honestly thought like like Rachel Raquel, like, didn't really think about her. But like, if you're going to put her in our faces this whole time, like, might as well just think she's a nice girl. Okay. But like, man, how twisted, like, just like Sandoval twisted, just the betrayal is the same. I don't care what anybody says. It's not the same. The betrayal may not be the same relationships, but betrayal is on both ends. Because she also, like, she just go fall and land on like some guy's penis. Like, this is her dude. That's been here every summer. Like, her husband, who we got separated and we were actually separated for the year. Both of you shut the fuck up because you were sleeping together all summer. Like, all these people were in these pseudo relationships. Wait, it's not what just happened. We were single. No, you were not, Amanda. You're not even divorced yet, so no, you're not single. And Wes was fucking 30 other people, so he wasn't single either. And you have a moral, like a moral obligation to Sarah. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know, man. I feel so bad for her. And I was watching Evan and Kyle, or Evan, Real the Virtuality, and I'm like, listen to them, and they're making a lot of sense. Like what are we doing? Like, what are these psychos doing? Like, if there was any hint of like feelings at all last summer, you two are diabolical and sick, and you're like deflecting off of it. I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't know if you're like trying to. I don't think you were hooking up, but I think something was happening. I don't know. I think maybe before the summer. I don't know. Maybe not before the summer. I don't know. Like, were her and Kyle separated? Because it seems like towards the end of the summer, she just stopped giving up or caring about Kyle. It really did. Like, this episode seems she's like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. You don't even talk to him when he's there. So why do you care? Like, why do you care, Amanda? Like, did something happen that we don't know about during the week? Like, I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he deserves this. It's not like he's ever cheated on her with her friends or anything. Or somebody in the house. Like, it's sick. But I had to get that out of the way. But in case anybody doesn't know who I am, and you're watching me for the first time or last time, I'm Reality of Krista Marie on Who's Starting On Podcast on YouTube and all the other podcast platforms. I keep saying that, but I haven't put it back yet. But I will. Erin, I will get us back on there on Fridays. I don't know. I saw Erin was here. I don't know if she wants to do our show on Friday. If we do, I'll do Rhode Island because I don't want to miss more than 2 weeks without talking about it because it's so freaking cool. It's such a cool. I'm excited again. Like, remember how I was like, fuck Rhode Island. Where the fuck is Rhode Island? What the fuck are we doing in Rhode Island? Fuck you, Dolores. Like, and I was like, oh, they don't even need Dolores, by the way. But if Erin might be back with me on Friday. If not, I will be here by myself. And what else? So I didn't have notes on the episode because I didn't watch it. Obviously, I couldn't watch it on Bravo because I don't have Bravo with Peacock. So I couldn't watch it till today. And then, you know what I mean? Like, me trying to do notes in the middle of the day is like not going to ever happen. But remember, did you send me any anyway? You might send me some anyway. I just need like a general guide here today because I remember everything. So all I've been doing is thinking about this whole time. I'm like, I am 20 minutes in and I'm losing my fucking mind already. I'm like, these people are diabolical. It's just fucked up. It's like, did you not mean a word you said? Did you not mean a word you said? Like, do you mean anything that you say? Like, because think about it. Like, they're saying some pretty fucking crazy shit to Sarah. Like, they're like, I see you. And they're both telling her, I see you. And it just happens to be Amanda in the beginning and West at the end, which means I think that obviously Amanda was like, you better tell her that you see her because she thinks you don't see her. That's how that happened. I mean, I can't think that. I don't want to. Like, it can't just be fucked. That'd be just really fucked up. They both just came up with that. No, she sees that. She knows that. Like, she clocked that now, I'm sure. But like, at first you're like, are these two crazies talking to each other? Oh yeah, they are. You know what I mean? Like, Amanda's having a whole conversation with Wes on how he treated. So this is what happens. All right, I'm like going on and on. Half the people, you guys don't even watch the show, do you? You want to come up for a bit? Okay. And Bravo Receipts, you're welcome to. I'm going to put the Instagram in there. What am I saying? I can't talk. I'm so like, oh, even I tried to watch it again. I was like, I can't watch it again. I'll just invite somebody. Okay. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday too, by the way, Bravo Receipts. If you are more than welcome to come up anytime. Just let me know. We could talk. I talk all things. I talk all things Bravo. And who's starting on? Oh, Lady Mario Ivy. I miss you. You better come see me this summer. You guys gotta come to the Jersey Shore. We need to have a cast trip. We need a cast trip, and I guarantee you'll be better than any fucking cast trip on Bravo. Okay? Because you get to stay at my shore house, and we're only 2 blocks from the beach, and you get to hang out with me. And there's 3 floors, and I can put like the names of our podcast down there. I'm like, I have a whole thing going on. I've in my head for 3 years. I'm thinking about when it was back with me and Adam and Jason. I was like, I'll put Up and Adam out, a big like banner hanging from the top floor, because the the deck, the 3 floors, whatever, and then mine in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But that was before. Do you guys get the thing? Okay. So yeah, this episode starts out with Amanda, and it's Amanda, Sierra, and Mia, I think. Mia. And it's when Sierra West starts kissing some girl, literally kissing some girl in front of Sierra, and she's like upset, obviously, but she like doesn't want to be. But she's like, she says it later on. She's like, I'm tired of being strong, and that's all it is. Like, it's hard. Like, which for her to really, I think right now what she's doing in real life, because they seem to think she seems more unbothered than we are, and I'm like, no, I think if she really thinks about the reality of it, it's gonna fuck her up, and she doesn't. And she's on Prozac. She readily admits that. Like, I mean, when she's talking to Carl in his interview, she's like, my Prozac. Thank God for her Prozac, because, like, I think she realizes, like, when she really sits and thinks about the betrayal, how fucked it is, and all the times I hope she's not watching the show, but she's probably watching the show. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like it would be very traumatizing to watch the show right now if I were her. And I know that she probably has to watch the whole season next soon, because I think the reunion's today. Oh my God, it's today, 22nd. The reunion, they film it tonight, don't they? Do they not? Dude, they will have no idea what happened. We will be circa 1999. Dream girl, show me your love in every. You want me to sing again like I did on Monday? I told George about that. I said, babe, I was so high on Monday. At the end of my life, I just started having a dance party, a singing dance party. And I've been singing literally all week. Don't even ask. I cannot get fucking Flashdance out of my head. And I just want to listen to it right now. But I was singing and having a good time on here. And I'm like, I watched myself back. I'm like, you look like an idiot, Krista. Delete. And then I'm like, oh, then I got demonetized anyway. So I was like, I'm not demonetized. I have to fix the copyright thing. You know how they give you that little red thing and you're like, fucking assholes. And then they trim it for you. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just leave it so nobody can watch that. Watch me on Monday. But you guys saw me. I apologize for that. I can't sing, first of all. Second of all, I just look like an idiot, but I was having a good time. And I was high as usual. It was 422, and I forgot all about that. Like, I don't have to think about 420 coming around because it's legal here in Jersey, and I smoke all day, every day. But you never know it until you watch me on live, and I just start breaking out into dance and song, and I'm like, you should have seen me. I was a nut. Wasn't I a nut, guys? You guys were all there. Let me swing this real quick. Anyway, so I'm sorry, the episode. Sierra finds West, doesn't find West. West sits next to Sierra with some fucking chick that just hopped on his dick. And, I don't know what to hook up with him, I guess, but kisses him. He's wasted at the parties they're having. And again, let me just ask you guys, why are they having theme parties every Saturday? Is that their thing this year? Have they been doing this? Have I missed it? I feel like I missed it maybe every season, because, like, when do they have theme parties every Saturday? I don't know, whatever. It's fun, and they have to hire people every week to go to these parties because they don't want fans there. Because I pretty much think if you're trying out to be on the Summerhouse, you're a fan. But I mean, how could you not be a fan? But I would think that you want your friends. Like, I don't know, bring 5 friends, each of you. That's what they would do before. I know you guys are the best. I love everybody that knows each other. I love that's all. Especially on Instagram, because that's where I put all the posts on my stuff. And I just love talking about Bravo. But anyway, they dress up. I know, but like, it's just a theme party. Look, we'll have a theme party too. I'm telling you, when we get to Charleston, Jack, we gotta have a watch party, because I feel like there's gonna be, if we get there soon enough, we could probably get there when they're airing the reunions for Southern Hospitality. which, by the way, I watched yesterday and then I forgot all about it. But if you're coming up and you can tell me all about it. I'll put the link in there again. But yeah, so the episode starts out with Amanda telling Sarah how you're seen and I love you and you're loved. You need to know it. You're worth more than this. Bitch, what? Okay, sociopath. And Mia's like, she is. She is really, yeah, exactly, Mia. She is. This fucking little rat right here, this little rat bitch right here. Think about this, because this episode's not going to age well, Amanda. Okay. So then it's like literally, then they go into West going, fucked up. Jesse, she's never talked again. I really fucked up. Yeah, you did. You did, West. You fucked up. And like only because like not that they see it's the thing. I get stuck on like this whole like, all right, they're not in a relationship. It wasn't that bad. He makes it that bad. West makes it that fucking bad. West makes it like like a worse than her. Like, I mean, she's gonna feel her feelings, but like him going, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh God, please talk to me again. I can't live with myself. It bothered me all week. Like the way he lays it on makes it worse. He makes it seem like, you just cheated on her, basically. So it's like, what do you mean you're sorry? She's like, I can't. And she's like, I can't be friends with you. And she's right. She can't because she will trust him as a friend. Because obviously in Sierra's mind, if you can do that to a friend, she's never going to trust him. Like, but I want so badly for this summer to start filming and Amanda be stuck in the fucking city, not invited, bitch. You're not invited to our shore house, bitch. You are not to step foot in Montauk. Do not come near the shore house, Amanda. You're not fucking invited. But West will be there. And so will Sierra. And that's going to drive her fucking crazy. Because remember how she used to lose her goddamn mind over Kyle. Imagine West being in a different city. She's like losing because and with Sierra and Sierra's friends, by the way, and some of West's friends. But like, think about it. It's a house full of Sierra's friends now. Okay. People that have her fucking back. And he's going to come in there with Jesse. What did Jesse Solomon know? That's what I want to know. What did you know, motherfucker? What did you know? Because you felt fucking like you could ask her to kiss her, whatever the fuck you did. But anyway, sorry. The fact that like literally, so you got Jesse going, oh, you need to just apologize. I mean, I know you just need, the whole episode is talking West into fucking apologizing 3,000 times when she said, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not ready to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And then finally he comes again. Like, we go through the whole in the city during the week. We go to, let me back up because I'm missing parts. I'm like sticking to these two, but I forget. There's a whole KJ and Dara thing going on too, which is cool. KJ looks cool. And like I don't know what part of the show this is, but like Dara's there. It's Dara's first full weekend. Ben's gone, thank God. I didn't see Bailey. Why wasn't Bailey there? Was Bailey there? Bailey was there the first weekend. The second weekend she wasn't, I think. I didn't even see Carl. Was Carl even there this episode? What am I missing? Carl had to have been there. Yeah, Carl was there. He got everybody bagels and breakfast. Hot Carl. Remember our hot Carl? He's like my boring, sober Carl. Like sober like me, Carl. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one getting up and I'll be cleaning the house. I'll be buying everybody breakfast. Get you fucking lazy, drunk fucks out of bed. Come on, hangovers. Let's get. I'm just kidding. Carl goes for a run every morning. Kyle's like DJing. Of course, they go out to Kyle's bar. Then Kyle's like, Amanda, thanks for coming. I love you. And she's like, love you too. It's like she can't be bothered with him. He must have done something. I don't know if this is the week that I don't know. Did he tell us about the whole staying home at a person's house? Levi's what? Oh wait, she's not coming back. Oh, that's a shame. I like Levi. I didn't like her. They didn't utilize her a lot. Like, I really thought that Mia was going to be another Danielle. Like, because Danielle was really there just to be Lindsay's friend. Danielle was fucking dumb. Like, I just didn't like Danielle. I guess I can't say that. I liked her on the show. It was when she got the winter house. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I need to make a meme. Like no, cringe as fuck. Oh God, trying to fuck Joe Bradley. Oh God, Amanda. Anyway, but Mia is amazing. Like, okay, so the episode 2. Okay, also because Sierra had been to this medium that she met in Costa Rica or something. This lady must be by where they live in the town. So Mia had lost her parents, and she has a hard time being alone, not home, but like in New York. And I didn't know her dude lived in Brooklyn or whatever. Why is he always gone? He's always gone. This dude's never around. I know he's opened up restaurants. I don't know if he owns these restaurants or he's an opener. I don't really know what he does, but like I know it's got to be pretty big because he's never home. but that's her whole thing. She wants to start a family. Well, anyway, they go to see the medium, and Sarah, him. Oh, actually, it's Mia, her brother, which I thought at first I thought it was Nick, but it was her brother. So Mia, her brother, and Sarah go to see the medium, and the medium comes through first. Like, of course, it's like because she's been dreaming about her parents, and she wants to have a family, and she wants, she's made her upset with her mom because her mom left. Her dad, I think, died when she was like a lot younger, but I think her mom just passed away like a year or a year and a half ago, something like that. But she's lost her both her parents, and it really sucks because she's our age, maybe younger. And actually, she's got to be way younger than me, actually, because she's I guess almost, I don't know how old Mia is, actually. I forget how old I am. Dude, me and Maureen had a fight yesterday about my age because she doesn't believe, she thought she couldn't remember. I said, what do you have? Because I get younger every year. I don't get older. I started stopped counting birthdays, 2 birthdays ago. I get younger every year. I say that. You have to tell the universe that. And Maureen's like, you were not born in 1910. I was born in 1989. I'm like, I know, bitch, you were born in 89. I know, Miss 1989. She's 13 years younger than me, Maureen. That's why people always thought I was her mom before all my Botox and shit. But we were arguing. She's like, I said, yeah, because now I look young, bitch. That's why you don't believe me. But we had a whole thing about that. So I forget how old I am. So I think that maybe Mia's younger, I guess. It can't be, maybe 30. We'll say 30, right? Anyway, way too young to have no parents, okay? And her brother does live around the corner. And her dude, I thought, lived in a different state. But apparently, no, he just works away all the time. And he's like always gone. He's something with restaurants. I don't know if he's a chef. I don't know. But I know his latest show. And I'm thinking maybe Mia travels with him because she can, do her work from anywhere because she could work from home and kind of thing. She can bring her laptop and she can go wherever he's at because if he's opening up restaurants everywhere. So maybe that's what they do before. And maybe just because of summer, she's at the shore house every weekend. So anyway, so like, first of all, she goes to the meeting. The meeting comes through and says, your mom's here, your grandmom's here. And then I hope they never became a couple. Is that what happened? I didn't see. I saw their interview, but I didn't hear that they didn't become a couple. I thought that was gonna be revealed. I know. I want her to. I told her, Virgo, literally, we're going to, her and I are supposed to go to Charleston, right? So I was like, dude, we got to do it in like a week and a half. Like, because I know she can take off work for a week. If you're going to take off to go to Charleston, we got to at least have a week. But like, if we're driving back, we got to stop at my shore. Like, she's going to be driving a little bit past where I live to go home, right? Shouldn't she just meet us right in Wildwood Crest? And then she goes, and listen, honey, there's a reggae, listen, honey, we tell her about the reggae thing because I want her to come with us. Virgo, there's a reggae festival that I never knew about in Atlantic City, 2 towns away. And I'm like, oh shit. And her and her sister go over. So I keep inviting myself to all these things that she's doing. Because I like yesterday, I said, Marine, I've been going to the kids' games and going down to the field, which is only a couple blocks away. I'm like, nobody ever sees me except for these people. So, I have to wear like theater makeup for you guys to even see my makeup. So now for 5 years now, I've been caking on the makeup, right? So then I'm out in public and I looked in the mirror. I was like, it was bad. I was bad. I was like, Krista, you got to forget you don't have a smoothing filter on like you do when you're on. I can see in the mirror. Obviously, I know what I look like, but I'm not outside doing my hair and makeup. It's a short. Your hair's wild as fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It's South Carolina. I think it's South Carolina. I don't fucking know. Is it north or south? I don't know. Charleston.
South.
Okay, yeah, south.
I think so anyway. I think it's South Carolina. Hi.
Hi. Where you been, bitch?
Well, I've been working. Some of us have to, have a job around here.
I mean, it really sounds horrible. Well, it sounds an awful idea, but okay. No.
I mean, it is an awful idea and I hate working, but someone's got to do it.
Somebody's going to make $1,000 a fucking day.
Yeah, I actually have work tonight.
It's been nice,
also.
Right? Because it's been nice every day, right? That you've worked. It's been nice out.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice here. I mean, not as warm as it is in New Jersey, apparently.
I know. Guess what? April's gonna be open soon.
It's not nice. It's not nice here today. It's like on the cooler side.
I mean, I know you're a little bit more on the island than I am right now, but like, still, it shouldn't be that much. Like Virgo, I don't know. She's not that far either. Like, I gotta ask Erin what it's like in Delco because if it's different there, then I'm gonna just feel like I'm in a bubble and I'm just special. I'm so
I do live on an island.
You do. Dude,
an island that is long.
No. Jersey Shore's coming where in May? Oh. I mean, it's so crazy. Like they literally can do Like they recreated it, not both of themselves at least, but like I don't think it's cold. Well, yeah, you're right. It's cold for what it's been.
It's
Listen,
cold here.
I just do all my planting and shit, right? All my plants, even my flowers. Like I buy some that aren't that I have to that are already, like pre-plants or whatever. I always grow everything out of the ground. But dude, my plants are gonna freeze to death. But it was 34 this morning. Anyway. So what do you think about this episode? Are they diabolical or what? Or do you think that they're liars? What are they? Do they really give a fuck about
I don't think that they were hooking up last summer. I think that they started having like an emotional affair. Like I think she started to have feelings for him when she saw how much he was defending her and sticking up for her with Kyle.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think that they were.
Is that all it takes? Really? For you to fuck Amanda?
I'm trying to think of like the timeline, and I know that they split up and moved, like she moved out, or they stopped living together right before November of
Right.
BravoCon.
Right.
And I also know that at BravoCon, Kyle said that they just finished wrapping up in the city. So I don't think I mean, I believe the timeline. I kind of think that this all started around like February because BravoCon was November. So you figure they spent
for that. But wait, didn't you say you've seen out though, like a couple times, like over the last couple of months? Like when did that start? Do you remember? Like
say that again.
Remember, like people were catching them out, and you kept saying they're like getting caught, and like we're like, it's not him. Like remember the green whole sweatshirt gate? And I was like,
yes,
no, they sure
when they thought that Amanda was hooking up with West's friend.
Yeah, when was that?
That was only a couple months. Like, what was that? Like 2 months ago, maybe?
I mean, let's say December. They were caught like in December. Like, when was that green sweatshirt thing? Like around that. That's got to be like when it started, I think.
It was actually, I know exactly when it was. It was when we had the blizzard here, which was February. Yeah.
February? Okay.
Because we started seeing a lot of videos of them when we were getting a lot of snow, and we were like, wait a second, is Amanda snowed in with West right now? Like, why are they having a snow day? It was around that time. So I think it was February or January, like the end of January, February.
We had 2 major snowstorms in December too, remember?
And you figure if they split apart and stopped living together in November, and they never spend the holidays together, like that was like a thing. So you figure they got through like Christmas and New Year's, and then at the end of January, beginning of February is when all of this happened. So I feel like the timeline to me like adds up.
I don't know. I'm thinking it was in like, I think that the green sweatshirt thing was in January or so, because I did snowstorm. I definitely think was, I don't know. We should just look it up. But I remember because we talked about it so many times, and I'm like, it's weird. It's not weird just have the sweatshirt of somebody that like you have a shore house with. You know what I'm saying? Like I kept saying they're going to have clothes of each other. It's like there's no way Amanda would do this. There's no way Amanda would do that, because we're like maybe West would do this, but Amanda would never do this. We're like, I was so for it like being no because of Amanda. Like I had her back until this episode. Obviously not until this episode, but until it was real. But like this episode really pissed me off. I'm like, how do we start with this and end with what he said to her? And I'm like, are these two out of their fucking minds? Because even if that's true, our timeline's true, you don't give a fuck about Sarah. Like, what is this a game because you live in a house with her for the summer? Why even chase her? Why are Amanda and Wes so hard on Sarah being friends with Wester? It's like so crazy the way they acted this whole episode. Like why even? But why even bother? Like, I don't know. Maybe you think or you're just selfish as fuck. And as soon as your feelings are involved, your friend doesn't matter anymore. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just crazy. And now I know why Lindsay's never been close with Amanda. Lindsay's never been. I thought about this. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I'm like, Lindsay has no friends. I'm like, actually, she does. It's Amanda that has no friends. Like, and Lindsay and Amanda are different.
I think there's also like an age difference between Lindsay and Amanda. Like Amanda's on the younger side, and Lindsay is closer to Kyle's age. I feel like there has to be some sort of like like
No,
age difference between them, maturity difference. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
gotta be a lot. I don't know. I mean, it seems like Amanda's more mature than all of them, but until
No,
now.
Lindsay.
No, I know. Lindsay's a little mature though. Lindsay's
Oh wait, you said immature or mature?
immature. I think
I
Lindsay's immature and Amanda's mature, so maybe
I
they
thought you said mature, and I'm like, wait, you're
yeah,
saying Amanda's mature? What the hell are you
no.
talking about?
No, I think Amanda is until now, but I think that Lindsay also isn't as mature. I don't know. Lindsay likes to go out, but I guess that's nothing to do with really her age. But like, I don't know. I just Amanda, like, I just feel like I don't know what it was. Like, I thought, I'm like, why aren't they closer? Like, you would just think like if they liked each other, they would be closer because
I'm telling. Do you want to know the reason they're not closer?
was it the
Is
summer?
because Lindsay and Kyle were friends first. Amanda was just like the girlfriend of Kyle. So
Yeah.
really, Kyle was doing the share house with Lindsay, not with Amanda. So she was never part of like the clique to begin with. She was kind of brought in as Kyle's girlfriend. So if you
Right.
think about it, why would the two of them be close when
Because
Lindsay's so close with Kyle? And like, I feel like every problem that they ever have or
yeah.
fight, Lindsay's always going to be team Kyle.
She doesn't have to be that way though. Like, think about it. Like, Lindsay's become I mean, people in that share house that have just met, it's been 10 years, have become like Paige. Think about it. They've all been brought in before, they've all met in that shore house. A lot of these people, right? Like, not in the beginning, but like, just think about it. Lindsay has gotten close to other people. I think probably closer to Sierra, but like, it's just weird. Amanda's not.
I don't think that Lindsay was never close with Sierra either. You don't.
No.
I feel like you're forgetting about like the
I forgot.
past. They didn't really get along.
I missed.
Remember
After,
they had a whole fight over Austin.
no, because I missed after fucking Hannah and Des were on there. I couldn't watch it. I got pissed. I wouldn't watch it again, even though she wasn't on there again after that. I just couldn't watch it. I didn't start watching it again until 2 summers ago. Like when Carl and
Because
Lindsay,
Lindsay and Sierra were never ever close.
okay.
They actually had contention because Lindsay hooked up with Austin and Sierra hooked up with Austin, and there was a big thing with that. And then, you know, Carl had a crush on Sierra, but Lindsay and Carl were, it's a whole, they were never close. Like they were, honestly, Lindsay is just becoming close to Sierra now. And I think that's like an attention grab. Like she's kind of like hooking herself onto Sierra's coattails.
Yeah. And then get herself involved and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Until they got, I think honestly, until In the City and then she got In the City. So it's like, I hope to God, because this sucks for Sierra to think about the betrayal of these two, right? Like just the fuckery of it all. Like what she goes through in her mind. Even if it's like people like, oh, they're single, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. The betrayal's still there. Like it's still real. Like it's still just as bad. Amanda knew that Sarah was falling back in love with him again. Because again, they started hooking up again. And Amanda goes, oh my God, like what if now they go from nothing to this? And it's like, bitch, what? Again, next week they'll have to punch her in the face again. Like
it's not a matter of West hooking up with somebody else.
Right.
It's a matter of who he picked, like who it is. It's not because I said this the last time I spoke to you. I don't think that there's anything wrong with West hooking up with people because him and Sierra, like, yes, they dated, but they have not dated in 2 years. Whether or not they hooked up or not, like that is irrelevant, you know?
Right.
It's a matter of the betrayal of going with one of her friends and her friend doing that to her. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's hooking up with somebody.
Right. It's not, and then like not not stopping it when you thought you had feelings to begin with. Like people go, oh, it just happened. No, motherfucker.
And I don't even think it was wrong of him for him to hook up with the girl. I think it was wrong that it was right in front of her.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think that it was wrong that he hooked up with her.
Exactly. But the way he acted, it made it wrong. He made it wrong. Motherfucker, like you made it wrong. She was about to go in and cry by herself because she knows it's her feelings and you have every right to do what you want. Like she says, I don't have to fucking like it. I don't have to like you. But motherfucker, you chased after her. That's what's the diabolical part. Like, what a fucking dick. Like,
and I'm sorry, did you watch Jesse on Watch What Happens Live?
No, I was going to pull it up and watch some.
Was he drunk or stoned or like? I feel like
I'm going to love to see this because
I feel like his face. There was something that just looked different about him. I don't know if he was nervous to answer Andy's questions because I'm sure they get prepped beforehand because they could only say a certain amount of things and not say certain things because they have to wait for the reunion. But
Yeah.
I don't buy his story.
Right?
I don't.
I have to watch it. I don't know what happened. I have to say it.
He said that that someone asked him when he found out about
Oh,
West and
fuck you,
Sierra.
Schwartz. Fuck
Ooh, that's a bumblebee. Get away
you,
from me.
motherfucking Tom Schwartz, motherfucker. Shut up, Jesse. You knew last summer. He knew the second West knew. I guarantee it because.
Ooh,
Ugh,
I'm getting chased by a bumblebee.
I have to watch it because he reminds me of Schwartz so much with this whole thing. Like,
100% he is Schwartz, but I don't think I do believe him that like what he said was that he had asked them and they both lied to his face and he didn't find out until they put out their joint statement, but he did have thoughts in his head that they were hooking up, but they both denied it to him numerous times.
But what do they? Okay, when you're in a house with somebody and you're alone with them, what do you ask? Like if he's, oh, I'm an Amanda, it's just you and Amanda. Okay, what do you think they're doing, Jesse? What the fuck do you think they're doing? They're not.
But I will say it really is just like the Tom and Tom situation because when they were asking him on Watch What Happens Live, Andy said, but let's not forget, like, you're still friends with West right now, aren't you? And he said, he thinks that West is a good person. What he did was, not a good thing. But like, you can't forget that West was there for him when, he thought he had cancer again. And, West has been a good friend to him. So I feel like
great. You're a good best friend. That does not mean I know he's a great friend.
I don't think that Jesse should not be friends with West. I think that they should be friends.
Have his back all you want. But like, tell him it's wrong, dude.
Right.
Like, when he starts to have feelings for Amanda, tell him stop right now. That's Kyle's wife, dude. That is Kyle's wife too, by the way. Amanda, you're somebody else's wife, you fucking whore. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I just say also, because I didn't speak to you the last time, but like, out of all the people that Kyle could make out with or have a picture with,
I know.
Megan King, out of all the people, that's who you go with?
I know.
There are far better Bravo celebrities than Megan King and Edmonds. That bitch has got more problems. She doesn't need another problem called Kyle Cook.
Too, by the way. Why should win his clothes? Were they going to the bar in his clothes?
No, do you want to know? I could tell you exactly what it was because I almost went. It was the two guys that you like, the virtual reality.
Yeah.
They did a show in New York City a couple days ago.
Okay, but still.
I was gonna go, but then when I saw who was gonna be there, like who their guests were, like I don't know, I just wasn't intrigued. And for me to schlep to the city to see people that I don't really care about, the people that were there was Bailey and Levi from Summerhouse.
You don't like Bailey?
I like them, but I don't know. Like I said, for me to take the trip to New York City, I was just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And I saw Megan King was in those pictures, and so was Kyle Cook. So they were all at this event. It's not like Kyle and Megan were like, texting and canoodling. What?
Makes it even worse the way she was dressed.
Oh my God, was she?
She was wearing she was wearing his clothes, like his slides and his socks, and it looked like she was wearing slides with socks.
Do you want to know what my opinion is I think that she found out like through social media or last minute that they were doing the show or whatever. And I feel like she probably rolled out of bed because she's probably in Manhattan. She probably rolled out of bed and just went there.
But where does she live? I
think she was in the city.
She lives that far from her goddamn kids?
She doesn't have custody of her kids.
I know, but just second the way she just shows up at Jimmy's house all the time, you would think she lives in California still.
Pretty sure he doesn't. I don't think Jim Edmonds lives in California. I think he lives. What'd you say?
I didn't know they moved.
Yeah, I don't think he lives in California. I think he lives in like. I honestly don't even. I want to say like Michigan, Minnesota, one of those like M states,
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe he does. You're right.
I think because that's where he's originally from. Like when he played baseball, like he, I think he moved back to his hometown and he's remarried and the kids are with him. So if you think about it, if your kids are like in middle America, like what are you going to be doing? Sitting in California by yourself doing nothing?
No, I wouldn't be. I'd want to be either this coast or that coast. I can't be
right.
Inside when you feel claustrophobically and locked. I told the medium the other day, I said, I can't stand the fact of thinking about living in a state where there's no coast. I feel landlocked. She said,
Girl, I was born and raised on an island. Hello. I need to be
no.
surrounded by water
You know
all
what
the
she said
time.
to me? You know what she said to me? She goes, that's because you're from the water world, hon. You're used to I know.
No,
Anyway.
my husband talks about like wanting to move to another state because New York is just,
No, I
I
want to move to
mean,
Charleston. I want to move to Charleston. That's why I told him when we go down there with you, I'm looking for a house for when he retires.
I feel like aside from California, New York is so goddamn expensive that like he always talks about moving. And I always say to him, my one stipulation, I said, so help me God, if you plant me in the middle of middle America where there's no ocean, I will
go. Unless it's like Havasu or something, or I'm not. Or
no,
I'm sorry.
I will jump off a freaking
Tahoe.
mountain. I need my ocean waves. I need my whales. I need my dolphins.
I could do like if I lived on Lake Tahoe, I would be okay being in Utah or Idaho. Or
fuck that! I can't even do that. I don't need a lake. I need ocean breeze. I need salt water.
How amazing is Rhode Island though? How pretty is that? Have you been watching it? Dude,
I'm far behind on Rhode Island.
It's magical. That place is magical. I thought,
but I've been to Rhode Island, so
oh my god, it's magical.
Rhode Island is not that far from me.
It's a magical sea place. I thought Jersey's magical, but this place gives me like the goosebumps. I'm like, wow, I've never felt like that. And I just maybe because it's like they remind me of Jersey girls and the way they talk. And then I'm watching the show and I'm like, look at all the beaches. I'm like, Jersey does not do this. Jersey, oh my god, let me tell you. Oh, we gotta talk about Teresa. Fuck, thank God I got my fucking this fucking bitch, dude. Oh my god.
No, but you know what? You know what made me laugh? I was watching Atlanta last night, and
so good.
And Angela Oakley is selling a house in Decatur, Georgia.
Did you see
it? Well, first of all, the house was hideous, but
yes.
But did you see the price of that house?
No. How much would she? I missed that part of it, but
it was like $189,000. You know that you cannot find a house where I live on Long Island. You cannot find a house for less than $500,000. And I'm talking the houses here for $500,000 are in the worst neighborhoods, in like dumps. Like the fact that they sell houses in Georgia for $200,000, pick me up and move me to Georgia.
Listen, back when I was doing mortgages in the 2010s, like houses, you could find a house for 200. Like
that's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, dude, my house is only worth even when I take it back down and roll back, it's only gonna be worth 200. Like that's crazy.
That is insane. You can't even find like a condo for that price here.
My parents' house sold for $750 though, so I mean I can't really talk. Like they had to, like the house I grew up in sold for $750, and literally their taxes were $13,000 a year. My parents were nuts, and that was the house on land. That wasn't even the shore house, believe it or not. But
you want to hear something so cute, by the way?
I live in a town that my house is like shitty. What?
I have my friend's birthday party on Friday night, and I made her a Bravo gift basket.
Does she like Bravo?
And she's obsessed. I mean, she's an older woman. She's like one of my regulars that became my friend.
Oh, cool.
And I made her this gorgeous basket, and I got her a Bravo bathrobe with Bravo slippers and Bravo wine glasses. It's like the cutest thing ever. She's gonna be so excited. Oh, and for anyone that's listening, hopefully my sister is listening, but for my birthday, I would love a cameo. So if you're listening.
From who?
First of all, do you know that I went on Cameo last night? I'm about to send myself one for my own birthday. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
because
for somebody to tell them that they like you. I can't. I will do it for you. But do
you know that some of the people? First of all, I want to do a cameo.
Jax charges $200 or some shit.
Not anymore. He doesn't. I guess his prices went down.
Good, thank God, because he's a loser.
But do you know? Some of the newer Bravo celebrities, their cameos are so cheap that last night I was so tempted to just order like 5 of them and ask them questions.
I want Carl.
Do you want to know whose cameos? I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna get a cameo.
Whose do you want? I will get it for your birthday. Who do you want?
Oh no, I don't even. There's no one that like. I mean, put it. put it this way. Would I have anyone spend $100 for a Bravo celebrity to wish me a happy birthday?
No, I would never do that. I would never pay that. I'd pay like maybe
But
50.
no, but do you know someone like Bradley Carter on Southern Hospitality? Do you want to know how much his cameos are?
How much?
$20.
Oh, Brad.
I was like, I literally would, because you don't have to have them like wish you a happy birthday.
Listen,
like
I would not be if I was a Brad. I wouldn't. I'd feel weird charging a lot of money too. I mean, I don't know.
I like just want to. I want to get one just to like ask him a question.
Oh, really? Well, I was thinking about even. I was going to actually text Lisa Barlow or message Lisa Barlow to see if she would just do it for nothing for you.
I mean, she probably would.
I know. I think she would too.
Like, you'd be like, my friend Jackie is like obsessed with you.
By the way, here's your picture with her. This is the last time you talked to her. This is all the things you did with her. This is your friendship right here. Just see if you remember, because she'll probably remember if I showed her like your picture and stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, if Lisa Barlow wished me a happy birthday, I literally.
Oh.
I'm choking just thinking about it.
I know.
I'm shaking. I'm physically shaking.
Oh my God. Listen. Freaking let me just tell you what Teresa's running her mouth. So they are taking the entire fucking show, revolving around her and the restaurant that she's opening with Gia. The whole cast is pissed. They don't want to film any longer. So the show's going to be the Teresa show. Everybody, sorry. I mean, you guys were right. I don't know what to say. Tell me you told me so. Because I'm like, this bitch is never getting her job back. She's never going to. I said they're never going to give her a spinoff because they just put her back on the show. That'd be dumb. But they're making it a spinoff about her, basically. I mean, there's a lot more, but I promise I wouldn't say too much. But like, she's also. Everybody can just find it on her podcast, running her fucking mouth, saying, "Oh, like literally to Dorita." Oh my God, yeah, people like were contacting, those toxic bloggers. Not me though. People might blaming what she did, what I have proof of. So I have all of Mel's old, I have all of Gabriella's stuff because who sent them to me. I have it all, and I'm like, she said what? And I'm like, I have that. Like this is. I was going to stop re-exposing her because I'm like, no, I feel bad, Joe. I'm like, she's coming correct, and she knows what she did, and let's just move on. And this bitch is fucking out here talking shit, going, oh, I didn't do that. And then Louie last week goes on Dana and Kim's live and yesterday and tries to stop the stream, starts talking shit with bots, and tried to stop their fucking stream. Because Dana was talking shit about him. Not talking shit, telling truth about how fucking he's literally on the run, baby. Not on the run, but like he's doing this shady fucking shit over in like Switzerland. I don't know. He's doing weird shit again. And that's why Marge was like, I can't. Marge did not. They wanted Marge back. And Marge said no because she found out that Louie's doing some shady shit. And she's like, I want no parts of him. Like, and you're going to have her back. I don't want any parts of it. Like she literally said no. Because of him, not because they didn't, it wasn't over the paycheck or anything. She went to dinner with Kim D for Kim's birthday, which I thought was a little. I don't know what's up with that. Like all of a sudden, Marge is taking Kim D out to a birthday lunch and buying her shit. I'm just like, that's weird. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. Whatever it is what it is. I was pissed when she became friends with Teresa again, but and I said, look, we've learned our lesson. The bitch is now again fucking with Kim and like telling lies. Like I don't have proof. Like I don't even Gabriella. I'm sorry, but like you gave some asshole, we know who it is, all the fucking documents that she sent them to me. And she's like, I said, look, I don't want to expose Teresa anymore. Let's just focus on Aiden. And she's like, I'll just not do it at all. I'm like, okay, fine, nothing. But now this bitch is out here talking shit. I'm just like, do I have to literally pull up the receipts again and show everybody that it is a check mark that is Teresa's name? All the time she said she did this to Mark, and all the proof of the things that she fucking did. Like, and then like to sit there and try to like sabotage people and say it was none, and to tell the Dorita, I don't do stuff like that. Stuff like it's like, what Teresa? What Teresa? Do we have? Don't make me like. I really feel like she's fucking with me. I don't know what's wrong with her. I really don't know what's wrong with her. Like, if you're gonna say that shit, if that's what you believe, I knew that's what you believed. If she didn't, she's not fucking sorry. She's not admitting she sold Joe a fucking bill of goods. Whatever. You love your brother. You're just a dumb bitch who can't figure out her feelings and misguided anger and thought you hated your brother, and you listen to some dumb fuck lawyer, and you just but then the fucking rest of the cast, fuck with the rest of the cast too, and then to sit there and go, I didn't do it, they did. What? Jenny and Jaden, and Jen Aiden's the best thing ever happened to fucking Housewives. Risa, are you delusional? Delusional.
Nothing to say about New Jersey.
Motherfucker, dude, I can't. I feel like I need to be live about this because like I'm losing my mind thinking about it. Like
I haven't thought or given a shit about New Jersey.
Oh my god, I wish
since 2 seasons before it ended.
No,
and
the balls on this bitch, though. I'm just saying.
I don't even care if it doesn't come back because we have Rhode Island, and that's
exactly.
my fix, and I don't give a shit about New Jersey.
I'm a little pissed at Dolores. She doesn't really need to be there, and I found out she rented a house there. That's why she's there. And she didn't meet Liz a long time ago. She just met Liz recently.
What's funny is I like her. I like her on it because I have no desire for New Jersey to come back. And I think that they should just put Dolores on Rhode Island and call it a day and cancel New Jersey.
I know, but listen, I wish the Italians would just get their own show. That's what I want.
I said cancel New Jersey, cancel the New York, and give us 2 new franchises.
Yep, exactly. I'm good with fucking listen. And I want the Summerhouse to come, right? Because you know how Amanda's going to lose her mind. Because if she can't even stand Kyle just going out without calling her, not answering his phone back, I don't know, she would lose her mind, right? Imagine this summer for her. West is going to be here with Sierra in the Summerhouse with Sierra and her friends and going out and not wanting to answer to this fucking asshole because this is his worst nightmare. In my opinion, West does not want this relationship. He never wanted to. No. I think they didn't plan this ever to come out. And then they just started getting messy. They got sloppy. I will say we'll call it sloppy and like fucked up about it. And they got caught. So now he's got to be like, now he's got to claim her. But that's easy for now because he can fuck her all winter.
I also think that now that we have the spinoff within the city, like we really don't need Housewives of New York. Like how many shows do we need in the city?
We absolutely don't. I don't need these people back in my life. Like I'm good. Like I'm good with the Golden Girls being on whatever channel they're going to be on. And whatever. Because we listen, all these episodes, I mean, all these people that are doing reality shows on other channels is weird to me. I don't know how Britney's getting away with it. How are people getting where? I don't know how they're getting away with it. There's that one weird show we saw, right? With all these. How are they getting away with that? That's weird. You have a contract that says you can't do that. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's weird. It reminds me of like how I'm saying right now, like I called like House of Villains. It reminds me of that Surreal House. I think it was called Surreal House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Surreal Life.
Surreal Life or not or something like table. I call them table 19s. Like the people that are like invited to your wedding that have like no, like, you guys like all these weird opposite people that you have to stick somewhere, right?
That's so funny. I had one of those tables at my wedding.
I mean, yeah, everybody does. Like, and it became a wedding. It was like, it became a movie. And I was like, that's true. That is so true.
That's really funny.
But I mean, I was probably a table 19er before too. Like I end up not going, but I don't.
You know what I'm excited for?
What?
Ultimate Girls Trip is going to be coming in August.
And are you sure? Because I heard things were happening. Something was happening. Oh, no,
I heard that it was going to be airing in August.
Okay. Well, that's a while. That's far. Why are we waiting that long? That's weird.
I mean, it's
God!
almost...
Another thing: the two fucking snakes, the two most overrated housewives in history are besties. Teresa and Kyle. Teresa and Kyle. Teresa calls Kyle when she's laying in bed thinking about her. It's like, of course, of course, my life can't get any worse. Like,
Beverly Hills, awful.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. I didn't watch the ending. I don't know what happened. There's a finale yet? The reunion didn't start?
Yeah, the reunion didn't start yet. They did the finale, the end credit things that they put up where it's like, Kyle and blah 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 blah. So effing stupid.
She's still hanging out with Mark. What is it?
No, I'm not even kidding you. It did end with like, but she still hasn't made a decision about divorce yet. And I'm like, we've been doing this for 3 seasons now.
Yeah, Bravo needs to listen to us for once. We don't motherfucking care. I don't know where they think who lied to them. I don't know who's lying to them now. or likes them then, but we don't really give a fuck anymore about Kyle's life. And the fact that they threw this fight with Doreen on there and made it look so much worse than it seems like it was. I'm just like, I haven't watched it, but I don't care.
I think Kyle needs to go, and they need to switch up Beverly Hills, make Rachel Zoe like the main cast member of Beverly Hills, bring in some of her friends, keep Dorit, get rid of Erica, get rid of freaking Kyle.
Maybe keep Erica and get rid of Sutton and get rid of Jen, fucking whatever her name is.
For what though? For absolute, like, what has Erica done at all aside from her husband's convict?
Because for so long I've called her a guilty bitch, and I would like to see this happen in real life. I would like to see her go through. I'm trying not to be mean, but I want her to go through the court system, and I want to see it because all the people that told me that she didn't know. Yes, she did.
And I want to see her off my effing TV.
I know, but I'm working through my forgiveness. I've forgiven Jen Cha. Oh my God, I just said that. Ugh. No, I haven't. Not really. Okay, a little bit. Like, I'm not mad at her anymore. I don't hate her anymore.
It's not a matter of forgiveness with Erica Jane. For me, it's
nothing there.
You've given nothing, like your entire storyline for all the seasons you've been on. Well, in the beginning was like, you trying to be like a pop star. And then for the end seasons, it was all about your husband. So it's like, you really have given us nothing.
I know. And I find it odd that everybody went after Erica, right? About what her husband did wrong, like all the millions that he stole, but nobody fucking says a goddamn word to Kyle about the 70 million that fucking Mauricio frauded out of the fucking mortgage system and can never, and like literally should be dead. The guy should have murdered him over this. And like, where's the 70 fucking million, Mauricio? What did you do with that money? That's a lot of money. I know he makes a lot of money, but she didn't notice that he had $70 million extra after this house sale. Did he lie to her? He put her whole life in fucking danger for the rest of their lives, because this man's not going to forget this. Mauricio probably thinks that he's forgiven and whatever happened, like he wasn't made to pay it back. He owes like something to this country that he's guy's from, but like that was his friend, and he fucking frauded his friend, like lied to his face a lot, and then went through closing and collected the money, and like I don't know how many months went by, but then he gets caught. It's like, do you know he's considered the most dangerous man in the entire world? He lit a whole family on fire to these people that fucked him over. He's
quick thing, because I have to go shower for work. But did you see the videos of West and Amanda from the Yankee game?
Yeah, I don't think it looked like she was trying to make him kiss her. I think they saw it and he leaned and kissed her. I don't think she said anything after that. Did you?
Yeah, I do, because they zoomed in on their faces and they had like actual like lip readers, like saying what they're saying. I don't know. To me, it looked like she said, "Act like you like me."
Right, but I mean, he's the one that leaned over and kissed her, though. He did lean over and kiss her first, right? And then she said,
I think because she was saying, like, she was like hinting, like, pretend like you like me. Hello,
Yeah, I mean,
but I have to say, the cameraman for the Yankee game, he deserves a fucking raise, because that they had one cameraman on them the entire time, literally just taping everything that they're doing, waiting for them to either say something, do something. Like,
how long it took them to show them on the what's it called, the Tronny thing, or I forget. I don't know what it's called. But
I don't even think that they were shown. I think that was
they had how did they know?
I don't think they were shown on the Jumbotron.
I think they were. I think that's why, like, they noticed that the camera was on them. I thought the Jumbotron showed them on there, and like probably did have one on the whole time, and then one on the game, because like maybe like let's see how they act first. Maybe they're gonna act all and maybe like they might put them up on the thing, and that's when they noticed, and that's when he kissed her. Because I don't think they wouldn't care about the cameras.
All I know is I'm a diehard Yankee fan, and that shit makes me real angry. Like, get that piece of shit off of my Yankee game.
I know. She's so basic. Did you see her dance clips? It looks like she's at a wedding, like, or I don't know, like a John's retirement party. John from accounting. Like, the way she's like, it's like, you boring basic bitch. You look here, you're like somebody.
That's an old video, also, by the way. That's not a new video. Yeah, it's an old video that's just like resurfacing now.
But look at her in a white plain old tank top. I don't know. She's just very weird.
Which is very annoying, because all, like, you don't know, like, these videos that they're posting, like, aside from like the Yankee game, it's like, I feel like it's very confusing, because it's like, did this just happen? Is this from 2 years ago that we're now like dissecting to see, like, does this mean something? It's like so hard to figure out, like, when was this video from? Was it from 2 years ago? Was it from last week? Like, what's happening? You know?
I know. That's why, like, if I forget with reels and stuff, I have to check the comments sometimes to see when it was from, because sometimes it'll say new only because I haven't seen it, but it's not. It'll be like a year old. Because I actually watched the whole fucking episode of Tim Dillon, which is my favorite podcaster, and it was from a year ago. Because I'm like, what? Because he talks about the war and shit and the politics and stuff, but like he's talking about it a year ago, and I'm like, I watched the whole hour, listened to the whole hour of it before I realized that like it was a year ago, because it pops up as new because I haven't seen it. I'm like, or I became a member or something like that. But do you know who Tim Dillon is, by the way?
I don't.
The comedian, and now he has a podcast too. He's funny as fuck. He's one of the most funniest comedians. Like, I watch, like, for funny, I would watch like Kings of Comedy, which is from like 1988. Like, that's what I consider comedy, makes me laugh, right? Then like people like Tim Dillon come out and like you hear them and the way they talk about like politics, it's hilarious because it makes me, I have to laugh, or if not I'm gonna fucking lose it. So, but he just makes it so funny the way he's just really funny. He's really, and he's got maybe he's like, I think he's like number 3. You got Joe Rogan, and then Candace right now, then Megyn Kelly, and then him as like all top podcasts in the world. Podcast in the world. And they're for news. These are news people. Okay. You know what Joe Rogan is? And people. Okay. Billions of, when Tucker Carlson, I forgot Tucker's like up there. I think he might be number 2. I forgot all about him. I'll take him at like, I think, I don't want to say what I think. Never mind. I just feel like Tucker, I wish Charlie Kirk and Tucker Carlson would have ran for president. And I don't want to call it president, friends of the people. Like, we're going to get rid of that whole system that we have and rebuild it. And I think we just need to start from the top.
Oh my God. What did you just say, Krista? I'm literally about to get off this live right now.
No, I'm serious. I don't fuck this. It's not a democracy. I'm not letting it, because I don't believe it anymore.
Did you just say that you wish Charlie Kirk ran for president?
Yes, Charlie Kirk and Tuckerson. I'm not going to call it president. I'm going to call friends of the people. Because fuck these
Oh my God, Krista. We cannot talk politics because I literally will unleash my fucking Taurus wrath on you right now. What?
Listen, because I feel like Tucker and Charles, I feel like they see both sides. All right, never mind.
Absolutely not.
Tucker Carlson.
I'm not talking about Tucker Carlson. Okay. I'm talking about Charlie Kirk.
All right, we'll take Charlie Kirk out of it because he's dead anyway. Tucker Carlson kind of fellas, like people that are like just not out for them. You know what I mean? I don't want sides anymore. Like, fuck all this. All that's fake.
I need to take my husband's advice because he tells me that I can't. It's so funny because you literally said one thing and like all of my insides just like heated up.
I didn't know you didn't like him.
What?
I didn't know that you didn't like him.
No, I absolutely do not.
Yeah. But I mean, I do now believe that Lance Twiggs is the one who shot. I think Lance Twiggs and the FBI set up Tyler Robinson. I don't think it was a 30-06. I think that it was Lance Twiggs and his fucking. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I don't.
Okay, yeah, the people that were confused. One who was accused of getting like prosecuted for murdering him. When to me now at all points seems that like it was Lance Twiggs, which is Tyler's boyfriend, who was a radical, and like literally that seems more plausible that. It looks like him, and the feet, same everything. Tyler's whole family's like, he never shot a gun in his life, and he didn't, there's all kinds of weird shit that was, and I was like, oh wow, holy shit, like wow. And they looking at the video and the pictures, it's like that makes sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense because this Lance Twiggs guy is a weird wacko dude who apparently turned out Tyler. Like Tyler was like a normal kid and turned him out to a furry, which is. I never knew what a furry was. I don't even want to talk about a furry. I didn't know that people talk about furries like that. I didn't know that was a thing. Bronwyn's a furry. Bronwyn and what was his name? Todd. Old Todd. Yeah. That's what a furry is. And like apparently I didn't know that there was a whole community of these people.
How crazy is it that I need to go in the shower and get ready for work, and I swear I'm not getting off just because I don't agree with what you're talking about.
I know.
But I do have to shower and get ready for work because I'm going to be late and I'll get in trouble.
All right. When the fuck are we going to Charleston? When are we going to Charleston? Do you know yet?
Oh my God. I haven't even like planned anything, thought of anything. Whoa.
All right. Well, can we start thinking about it? Can we start thinking about like July, 3rd week in July, maybe-ish?
Yes, that we have to. No, because I told you that's the reggae.
I know what I'm saying, but look around that. So we could go to my shore house. Or get a room in Atlantic City, whatever you want to do, because I want to go with you. But like, I feel like we should do the trip and then come back and do that, or do that and then go to the trip. You know what I mean? Like in the same.
We will definitely.
Because if we're going to be down here anyway, might as well just 5 more hours down to go see our friend.
We'll definitely chit chat it up.
Yes, because we got to tell them we're coming. Remember, we got to tell Joe we're coming.
Yes, and you reach out to all the people and tell them to wish me a happy birthday.
I know. I'm gonna have to chat what I should do. All right, I'm gonna reach out to Lisa. So.
My birthday's on Sunday.
Okay. Where can I find your Lisa stuff on your Instagram? Right.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna get your Lisa stuff all together. I'm gonna send it to Lisa and say, look, you remember her? Blah blah blah. Please, she's my best friend. She's literally my best friend. Bravo. Please wish her a happy birthday for free. If not, I'll pay for I'll pay for it. But like, I would hope she would do it for free. You know what I mean?
Yay. All right. I love you so much. I'll continue listening while I'm in the shower. And I will talk to you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I'll listen, honey, over on Instagram and all the places. And I think they go to drink real quick, but I will drop the link again. Noelle, if you want to come up. I really have not much more to say about, like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. If Bravo ever sees, are you still here? If you don't want to, I asked you, I know I already asked you a couple of times if you want to come up or not, but I love talking to other Bravo podcasting people, or not even I don't know if you have a podcast, but I know that I've heard your name a lot in the Bravo streets, so I get excited. I mean, whatever. I mean, listen, take all the system away, all of it. I don't care about all the 3-letter agencies. Goodbye. Listen, all of them can go. They can all fucking kiss my ass out the door. Goodbye, including our Press Orange. Like, just go. Like, I'm tired of being hoodwinked. They've hijacked our fucking humanity, our evolution about 125 years ago. It's time to be done. 250 years ago, our shit's been hijacked. Okay, let's just start over, get rid of all these 3-letter agencies, and just agree that we just won't. We want to be able to trust the people that honestly run our country, because we need a friend of the people. I'm tired of the word president. That makes me sick anymore. I feel sick over it. But give us a couple options. A couple Tucker Carlson type fellas that are like, it's only because of his dad. I think he got denied, but it is what it is. I feel like now he's a good guy, and I think he'd be somebody that I would literally trust, and we'll just say running shit and friend of the people, because I'm tired of this fucking, all these fucking things that we argue and fight about are not real, and they're not going to fix them. We're just going to fuck us other ways. So like, let's just agree that we want to trust the people that are helping or we'll call them running the country, and if they would just not, maybe compensate us every month for the last 125 years, that'd be great, because I know we have the money. If we can fund wars, we can fund people's lives. I think we need to work like way less hours and get paid a lot more money. I think that they need to give us a sub every money to give us month. We all deserve some money, a start. And I think nobody should be homeless in this country, because listen, planet Earth gives us everything we need to survive on, and they put a meter on it, and that's what sucks. That's what I don't like. They put a meter on this shit a long time ago. There's lumber, there's water, there's food. The planet provides us everything we need to survive on: water, food, heat, plant medicine, lumber. Am I missing anything? You know what I'm saying? And the way that it's done that to us, and then and made people like, this person's got billions, this person's got nothing. That doesn't make sense to me. And other countries too. Like, there's ways to fix this shit, but no, people just, how much money that they spend on these motherfucking all the money that they spend on these fucking made up we're villains, by the way. We've always been the villains. The money that they spend, we all should be living. Everybody in the world should be living fucking great, because they make and spend a lot. They spend on, and it's like on weapons. Oh, there's weapons of mass destruction. Okay, since when? Okay, well, Vietnam War, no, you lied then. World War I, you lied then. There, World War II, you lied there too. Let's see, Iraq War, why are we there? You lied there too. You lied. You lie. All you do is lie. All they do is fucking lie. All we want is to be able to trust the people, and not to have to live like slaves and work like dogs and have nothing at the end. And to be things, you fuck us here, you give us this, but then you fuck us here. Electricity and Wi-Fi is also free, by the way, because it just comes from the universe. Okay, just that's the way it is. And it's like, why the fuck are I know plants don't want to be eaten either, but like there's other ways to eat. Like, I'm just saying, like, the universe and this planet provides us the things that we need to survive. It's called we're type 1 civilization. That's the way we're always supposed to be. And I want to get back to that. But if there's less crime, is what I'm saying, the money thing would help with less crime. And then we wouldn't need to be having the CIA and the FBI and this literary 3 others and IRS. Fuck the IRS. I should not have to pay property taxes on my fucking house that my husband worked his ass off to own. And with the help of my in-laws as well. I'm just saying, like, we're very lucky, but like, dude, the fact that I have to pay property taxes makes me mad. It just makes me mad that you're going to come take my house if I don't pay you for what? You're not giving me the 80 grand I need to fucking to take my house back down because it's falling apart around me. You're not giving me that 80,000 to fix it, are you? No, but I'm giving you $3,500 a month for fucking what? I pay my own water. It's like weird. What do you take? And the president we're the only country that does that. We're the only country in the goddamn world that collects property taxes. People in Canada probably think we're crazy for that. I think it's crazy, but trust me. And the fact that I still owe them $80,000 because I refused to pay my taxes a long time ago, I think we should call it a wash. Call it a wash. Call it a fucking wash. Like, my dad was right. Like, the only thing my dad should have, like, not listened about was, like, I should have just appeared to do the right thing. I didn't have to like the government or trust them like my parents didn't, but they at least did the right thing. And then I was just, and then didn't. And it's like, but they're right. But it's like, these people are fucking criminals. They're villains. And it's not just because of what just happened. Because I think he's the Antichrist, if you want to ask me, because the prophecies, I'm all for spiritual wars. I've been doing, like, me, I'm a fucking alien. So I know, I get it. I'm trying to look at, it's hard to look at the world stage that way sometimes. I get really upset because I'm just like, I got hoodwinked. And if I didn't, that's great. Because the prophecy is that the third Antichrist will betray his master and betray his successor. Is that what it's called? The person that put him into this place, which I feel like is either Netanyahu or, I don't know who else it could be. Oh, the Pope, because if he just betrayed the Pope. What was the prophecy is he'll betray that person and be for the light. Like he became a double agent at some point, and he got all the secrets. He learned all the ways of the person that put him as the third Antichrist, and he was able to take him and then just like hoodwink him basically, and then save our society, save our world, or save the planet, whatever. You guys know what I'm getting at, right? So I feel like maybe this could be part of that. And I would like, I don't know. I forget I got to look for the prophecy about how long this is going to take. But also what my thing is, it's called the end times. The end times is not really the end times. It's the end of the bad times. And like I told you the other day, like we're supposed to have 1,000 years of peace after this. So as soon as the Antichrist reveals himself and all these prophecies come true, which all of them have up until this point, and it's happening in real time, like, like the Euphrates River drying up and all that stuff, like the stuff going on in the other place I can't say the name of, which is weird to me. I can whisper it. That's a whole spiritual thing too, like, which is hard for me to judge because I really, they're not fighting over greed. They're fighting over religion and stuff like that. Like they've been fighting for thousands of years. Like it's just a thing. But like for us to go to what we're doing and get ourselves involved in this shit is crazy because we're doing it over greed and they're doing it for a different reason and we're just fueling it. And this man's crazy. That the guy who's like, who we're talking about, is crazy. And I don't know. I feel like I hope that I should probably stop talking about it. Yeah, they put literally, how you have property taxes in? My elected officials for what? Oh, for vacations. Fuck them. My elected officials, what are they doing for us? Like I said, we need to start from the top and work ourselves way down and, maybe go town by town or state by state and town, like, a little bit. So keep things in order. But like, we just need people that are not corrupt anymore. I think everybody that's doing, cops, I feel like that needs to go too. And then maybe start that over again. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's been a system of corrupt shit that has to end. Like the stuff that happens in Massachusetts with Karen Reed and all should not happen. We shouldn't be 3 fucking cases deep now, buried for justice for John O'Keefe. And I'm starting to come around. And you're going to think, don't think I'm crazy. Well, I've started to come around about the Idaho Ford thing with Brian Koberger because my medium explained it to me in a way where I understand the questions that I had about the case and how they don't make sense. And a lot of things are making sense to me. And I'm not saying he did it alone, but the timeline they gave us doesn't make sense. And the way she explained it to me makes a lot more sense. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't say it that way. Nobody's ever, and she said he did, he did it. And I'm like, all right, well, these are my list of questions because and she's like, what are you watching? I said, it's us going through the documents. I said, I'm FOIAing things. I said, it really bothers me. I said, it's not that I don't want him to be guilty. I need to know how, and I need to know that the 5 agencies are not just taking some random kid and putting him in prison and that there's somebody really murdered 4 fucking kids like this and slaughtered them. And you guys know how hell-bent I was against with the narrative because the narrative is wrong. And you know what? The reason they did this is the reason they did the play, in my opinion, and what she said is because they knew that they had cut corners because they knew that he did it somehow. I don't know. would convince them, but the way they got his DNA and stuff, literally they weren't supposed to do it that way. And it was all going to get thrown out in the court. So they had to make this, like the plea was, and for him, I think that he knew that at that point there was no more fighting it because they weren't going to let him go. They weren't going to let him walk at all. The way that the hearings were playing out, guys, his lawyer went at them with everything that I've ever said to you guys, every question I've ever had, and it's called motions, and the judge would throw it out, and she's like, no, this is evidence my client didn't do it, or evidence other people did, and she would throw it out, questions about this, questions about that. I think what happened is the timing advance records, which is him driving. I think they finally put that together, and I think in the end he knew he was caught, and knew that he had literally, like, they were fucked because somehow how they obtained his DNA was illegally. And the chain of custody was off. There's a lot of things they fucked that case up, and because of that, he didn't walk. But I mean, a lot of people don't think that he's guilty, and especially me. And I kept thinking, guys, America's saying, guys, what am I missing? What am I missing? I got all of the 5 agencies' case files, everything. I watch people go through the case. I watch channel after channel. I want panel after panel about it, and we talk it to death. And a lot of my friends, a lot of channels do not think that Brian did this. And neither did I. But I mean, and I'm not going to argue with it. I'm not going to even argue, but it's going to be hard for me to. I'm a little happier. Like I said, listen, I just need to make sense. I want to know that 5 agencies, including Homeland Security, FBI, are not fucking around. Even though I know Butler seems a little fucked, but I don't think he's that important. The lone gunman theory just doesn't work for me anymore in some cases. Like it didn't work for it doesn't work for me JFK. It doesn't work for me Butler. Now I think maybe I don't know. Oh my God, my brain's fried. Because I know I shouldn't trust I feel like I shouldn't trust myself. I should not trust my judgment. I need to go get a drink, and then I'll drop the link. I'll be right back. Guys, gotta give me like 5 minutes. Hold on. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. I ran out of thing. I'll be right back. I'll go way downstairs. Man, I gotta feel a little crazy. So I'm still alive. Love you. Come on, guys. Holy shit, I'm out of breath, guys. Ah. My couch is falling apart. I'm out of breath. So, okay. Ooh. Hey, Terry. Oh, yeah, Terry, saw you there. Ooh. I never George Summerhouse sent him up to send it to me. I got my Bon Jovi shirt on to see that. Anyway, so how was my singing party the other day? I don't know who was watching. I forget who was left. Ooh. Now I feel like I'm probably gonna listen to all that music as soon as I get off here, but I thought it was pretty funny, but I was kind of embarrassed later on. Oh, why can't I catch my breath? I gotta stop smoking. So there's still 80 people here. Thank you. Bravo Receipts. Thank you for being so kind. You guys are always kind to everybody that comes in that's new. Because I do. I give them a lot. I like get honored when I see people that are in the community, like Bravo reps and stuff like that, coming in here. I mean, they put a lot of work in, and I appreciate this stuff, and I love other Bravo people. I was gonna say, I'll invite her. Maybe I'll invite her up as to have her own show together, because I love watching her stuff too. I like watching on, because this stuff is just crazy. I love it. It's fun. I said to my guides and guardians, I'm like, are you guys mad at the gossip channel? I said that before, and I asked again. They're like, stop asking. You're fine. It's their intentions, it's what your intentions are. And my intentions are to hurt people. But Teresa's pissing me off. I was fine. I was okay. You guys know I was forgiving. I was like, I want Teresa back. But we have to do it, this way or that way. I'm just pissed that they're taking the show and revolving around her. And now she's acting like she did nothing wrong. And she wasn't the whole reason that the show ended with no fucking reunion. She's the reason. I have 300 pages that says so. I have all of Mel's old news, Gabriella. I have all of the documents because Housewife Historian sent them to me. We were doing the Patreon about it. And, and all I got to do is log back in there and get it. Like, if I, you know what I mean? But the thing is, like, she's telling people that she didn't do the things she did. Like, she did reach out. She was actively destroying people's lives behind it and talking about it with all these bloggers. Well, now we know one person was running 5 accounts, and then there's Gabriella, but it seemed that 5 people had turned on her. Also, and that made me really upset because I thought about the Melissa Feaster of it all, and I was like, oh my God, it wasn't 5 people bullying her. It was only one behind 5 accounts. And I was like, that's fucked up. But then you turned on Teresa, and it's like, can you admit how fucked up that was to do to Melissa Feaster? Like, I just feel so bad for her. Like, but thank God her husband is who he is, and she doesn't give a fuck about these people. Teresa never had any friends, and then Melissa Feaster was her one and only fucking friend that gave her more chances than she deserved. And what did she do to her in the end? Fucked her over bad, like really bad. And then to say that Jen Aiden is the best thing that ever happened to Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa, are you forgetting 13 years that you were on the seasons? That you seem to think that you are. I mean, you might have been for a while. Your family might have been the best thing that happens to Jersey in the very beginning, but you got rid of everybody. And, like, I would love fucking Kathy and you tried to get rid of your brother for how many years, but, like, to say in the very beginning, I'm not going to go through this again. I can't. I'm sorry. This is like therapy. I'm not going to use this as therapy, but, like, just stop talking and you can't. You know what's funny? Like, somebody was saying, Kyle or somebody was saying something about Teresa, because like, how's Kyle and Teresa, they became friends on Ultimate Girlfriend. But a lot of people say that Teresa's very hard to talk to, obviously, because she's got nothing going on up there. Like, even though I'm stupid and I can't communicate like she does, I at least have a brain. Like, I'm very friendly. I'm over friendly. Teresa doesn't, and she's very hard to talk to because there's nothing going on. Like I said, she's just always, I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange. I don't know what broke her when. I asked that a long time ago. I don't know. I feel like her parents dying in prison is what broke her, but she's got her misguided anger, her weird misguided anger, like delusional remembrance. I don't know what it's called. Delusional remembering. I don't remember. I don't know, man. To sit there and act like that it wasn't you that I have. Oh my God, Teresa. Wasn't me. I bought Teresa. It's your fucking check mark. And it's you. You and Lenny, or what was his name? The lawyer guy. And I'm thinking, here I am blaming on what's his face. I mean, he is a bad person. He's a very bad guy. But it was like putting gasoline on a fire that was already fucked and burning. Teresa was already burning the fucking house down and scorching earth with her life. And he just saw that. And he's like, oh, you're mad at your brother? Oh, I'll break that shit. Oh, you're bent here. Every relationship she had that was bent, he broke it. And the only reason we have all the documents we have is because her assistant knew instinctively right away to get a background check. I hired a private investigator, and that's how we got the 300 pages of stuff on Louis, and how I know every fucking scheme he's ever run, and even Dana's continuing it. And then the 300-page things that all the receipts that they have about, all the times they were, working with Teresa to fuck everybody over. The shit she said about, I mean, it's crazy to read. Like, I really believe she hated her brother. And I don't think so. I think her anger is just misguided. But to say that you didn't do these things is crazy. Nobody dug up oh my God, the poor girl, John Fuda's ex-girlfriend, ex-whatever, baby mommy guy, went back to prison over what they did. And Teresa actively works with that Truth and Lie podcast. It's called Truth and Lies, whatever. All about the truth. I call them all the Truth and Lies. The Kissing Cousins. Like, I have so many receipts on them, and that they were just put in place for Teresa. And then they took that energy over and they did that shit to OC. And they're the ones that were like going after Gretchen for Tamara. And I told you, Housewife Historian on our live pulled up the account that went after Gretchen and said it was me. Or she says us, me and Bambi, but you saw her log right into Bambi. And I was like, then it hit me. I was like, oh my God, she's Trey Fab. She says she's all of them, which is fine. I just felt duped again. I felt a little duped, but I was fine. As long as I can still, do it with, I wanted to continue to do the things with Teresa and her, but she didn't want to do it, I guess, anymore. I don't know. Maybe not with me. I don't know what it is. It seems like she didn't continue on either, because I was checked the other day. I'm on a Patreon, but it's like, I don't know what's happening with her. Like, what in the beginning, I was like, no, let's not talk about Teresa anymore. Let's focus Jen Aiden. But then, the way she's talking now, it's like, holy shit, I want to just I want to blast her. She's on her podcast saying all these things, like nothing happened. And then all these things about the show that aren't true, and people believe it. And I know they don't, but it's like, I want to remind people how fucked she is, because God damn it, like things that Gabriella didn't expose that are in there, like things I told you about and I didn't have proof of. That, you know what I mean? Like for the longest time, I couldn't prove Pizzagate. I mean, I couldn't prove, the playing the bloggers thing to fuck everybody over, because I remember it was Pizzagate happened, and then they didn't bring the receipts out at the reunion, so I couldn't do it. And at the time, I didn't know. I knew it was Housewife Historian that was being. I didn't realize she was all those accounts. So God damn it, that makes so much sense now. And Dana wanted to tell me so bad, and she did finally. She's like, you can't say anything though, because it's not. Can't prove it. They're not going to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. I'm like. But I was saying it anyway. I was screaming it. I also didn't want to really fight with her either, because we had ended our podcast, but all because of that to begin with. And it just wasn't cool anymore. And she's flaked on me twice now. It's weird. It's weird, because then I did say to her at one point, I'm like, is this something thing for you to when I don't know, we're doing this, and then we're going to turn around and give her a redemption arc. I don't know what made me say that. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. It's just weird. It's like all of a sudden now it's like, no, she doesn't. She stopped talking to me. And I was like, fine, but she did send me everything, but I don't have her permission, honestly, to put it out. But I really want Jen Aiden, and I want people to really, I don't have to, listen to me. I don't have to prove Jen Aiden's a piece of shit. Everybody knows that. She showed that on her. I'm high as fuck. Listen, people glossed over the fact that Jen Aiden was fucked up at that time. 7:30 in the morning, and you should not be fucked up at an airport. You should be in an airport, but not fucked up as you are, and then posting things on TikTok and saying the things you're doing, acting the way you are. After you screamed at fucking Danielle for treating the help. That's not how she put it. She said her people, I forget what she said, blue collar job people, something like that. I would never treat people like that. And then here you are treating the help like that. Not the help is what you called it, but she's, no, wait, what happened? What? Are you fucking kidding me? I did not fucking see that. No, I did not fucking see that. No, I did not see that. Oh my God, you're out of your mind. Are you serious? I did not fucking know that. They're all the same person. Why is she calling Sarah a whore? Housewife Historian, what are you doing? Lens, what? I'm gonna have to find it. Oh my God, hold on. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm gonna fucking just take the whole. Oh, she's pissing me off. Hold on, I gotta get my lipstick. And now I'm gonna get this. Oh, are you serious? She called Sarah a whore? Are you serious? Oh my God, it's gotta be on Instagram, right? What the fuck is wrong with her? Or what is wrong? Oh my God. Hold on a second. Instagram, did you hear that, guys? I'm about to just, I'm going to expose something so badly. I can't prove it. I'm done with her. I'll never talk to her again after that. If this is true. Okay. No, look at okay. Just to breathe. I'm going to breathe, because this is going to piss me off. I know. I'm going to look for it right now. So you mean I'm assuming you're talking about Instagram, because I think that's all you have, right? This is what Thea says. My friend Thea, your moms are watching. Okay. Do you see what I see? I'm assuming that you're talking about Instagram. I'm just going to read this to you guys real quick. I do not think I could feel any worse for Sierra, exactly, than I already did. And then I did not know I could be angry at these two selfish and nincompoops. But here we are, the girl who had to wait 2 years just to be his friend again, because she was so scared. I know, of being hurt, embarrassed, and her blame. I know. All they had to do was go and talk to her before hooking up. When the feelings began, let her protect herself, take cover. And thank you, Thea. Thank you, Thea. Thank you, Thea. And exactly. And why fight so hard to be her friend again? And make it the whole episode, it made it more wrong. It's weird. Why fight so hard? if you don't give a fuck, like, because to me it's like they don't give a fuck. But it's crazy. I'm gonna comment on this because I want to share it. I don't know how, dude. I don't even know how to share things on Instagram. How do I? It says share, but like it's go to post. I may have to go to the post and share it that way. I want to share. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share it on my stories. Oh, forget it. I hate Apple. So yeah. Thank you. And to fight so sorry, they're hard to be her friend just made this diabolical and more and low. It's just horrible. It's just there's like no words. I have no words. I have words, but I have no words. Like, oh my God. So here, okay. So I pulled this up and look who's in here. Look who's in there. Look who's in there. Exactly who I wanted to look for. She stays straight up. She knew for months. They dated for a few months. It's no fucking big love story. Wes told her he hated her. Dude, what is wrong with you? More than that girl needs to get herself some respect. Are you out of your mind? What is wrong with you? Lens, what is wrong with you, dude? Where's the replies? It's unforgivable disrespect. Exactly. It's hurt. It's not. It's listen. It's fucking disgusting. I'm gonna argue with her because she knows I know it's her. Wait, that's not the right person. Hold on. It is unforgivable. It's disgusting. It's just a tray fab. It's not that simple. And now I know. And it is whack that you don't respect loyalty from your close friends. And she and Amanda, oh my God. And she knew Sierra loved West and how she went through hell just to be his friend. And no thanks to you. I will say, well, all thanks to you because you pushed it. And all thanks to the homie hopper whore. The homie hopper Amanda pushing them to speak. And making it more, and he is the one who made it wrong. Made the hookup wrong this episode. She isn't a whore, by the way. I don't know where she said that, but still. Like, what the fuck? How is she a whore? Where did she call her? I gotta see where she said she was a whore. It's gotta be something. Like, look, I was just showing you the nice stuff, but Thea said, like, I'd have to look on her thing on Trey Fab thing. Hi, Sterling. See how Sterling's been coming in here a lot? How would I find it? You know what? How am I gonna find it? I just realized that. Did she like post something about it? Come here, Memo. Let me see what you're saying. Sorry. You're probably answering me. Oh, shoot. I don't see what you're Mimir. Did you see? Can you tell me where you saw it? Like, was it on somebody's thing or was it on theirs? Oh, Trey Fab concert. I gotta find out where I thought I could just like I have now probably I have problems like pulling up Instagram when I'm on it. You know what I mean? Hi, Sterling. Say hi, Sterling. I'm burping. Say hi. Hi. Say hi, Mama. I'm even coming in a lot saying hi while I'm live. Is that because you miss me? I want to know where you saw that so I can find, like, if you remember, by the way. Like, I don't know if I don't know how to search it. Sterling Marie, say hi to Terry. Say hi to Terry. Oh, she's so pretty. She sleeps on top of me, dude. It's like, so last night she let me sleep because the night before she didn't. You know how she crawled up here the other night? She sleeps literally facing me. There, she'll literally, her legs will be here, her head's here, and she's facing me. I'm like she's my scarf. She'll lay like that until I fall asleep, and then she literally sleeps on the pillow over my head. So I put like a stack of pillows, and then I have like 4. And she's like, just because I know she's gonna sleep on top of the pillows. Look at her face. Look at how cute her face is. I never see her face because she's always facing the cat. I wish we look at you. Can't even see her eyes because they're so black. So let me see your eyes, darlings. Look at the camera. I guess her eyes are closed. Oh, there they are. Open your eyes, please. Do you have eyes, Mom? Do you still have eyes? She's so little, dude. She's like, what are you, 3 now? I have to see what year I got you. I have all the camera footage. I remember the first day I got her, she was so little. She was so little. She's my first little babies. And then how many we get after you? Your number, Meow Meow. Oh, then her. That was Meow Meow, and then her, and then it was Mr. Manchester Mansfield. It's Terry. Look how cute she is. I can't stand it. Dude, I wish you guys could see. I have to show you the picture though. On her coloring, right? So on the side, there's a heart in black, like her coloring. And then she's got these 2 like angel wings on her back. And they're perfectly fucking shaped. Like you would picture angel wings from me. It's so cute. She has other black markings, but like they're so perfectly shaped. It's crazy. I haven't pointed out in a picture. I'll post it for you guys. Come here, say hi to Mom. Kisses. Can you kiss you? Oh, she does this to George too. She'll come up and she'll get in the ball in my arms. All right, I'm doing my live bird. I gotta finish. I gotta say goodbye to the people. I know I told you to come up here, but you're home. Stay right here, Mom. So say hi to them again. Let them see how cute you are again. Like here's her little angel, her one angel wing, but on her back you can see them. They look perfectly, and she's like perfect right down the middle. It's crazy. Then the heart's on this side though. But oh, Carney, I told you I gotta Instagram you and tell you. I told you I would tell you the trade secret. For this whole YouTube thing here. Yeah, I have 7. I have 7 cats. Yeah, 5 in the house. Actually, 7 in almost 8. 3 outside. Ellie's definitely. She slept inside last night, but Terry, she still hasn't. They don't leave my yard. It's crazy. And the fact I've been doing my yard for days, I'll take pictures of all the flower beds, right? Where you'll see there's nothing growing, right? Because you can, and then you see what it grows into, and you'll know how fucking Snow White I am. Because all my plants go back to like 30 feet tall, and they're starting now. And I just put I cleaned out all the garden beds, and then today I just saw my kid came in to do the pool. They opened up the pool, so I know it's cold today, but. Hi, Robert. Thanks for all the comments. I love you, and you're like a good friend. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being there for me too all the time, and like thinking about me every day enough to comment and stuff. Because I mean, the comments mean a lot. Like I know I tell you guys that a lot. Like I don't like keep having to ask all the time. Like, but like after the live's over, if you guys stick around just for like a minute, you can let you comment. Can you guys just leave a comment in there and like it? Make sure you like it. I forget to tell you to like it because I do get a lot of likes. They stop though after a while. But if you guys do it, like it's just engagement and it helps my things get pushed. And I know Aaron says keep them under an hour. I forgot this time. You're down 3. Your cats. Oh my God, you had 7, right? Terry, because Terry was my whole reason. Like I thought about maybe 5 was my limit. Then I was like, maybe I could make 7 my limit. Because how could I let the other 3? If they wanted to come in and live inside, I would let them, But when they have, Terry, oh man, I don't look forward to that because I don't know how old some of my cats are. Like Mr. Man, I don't know how old he is. I kind of remember when he showed up, but he was big when he showed up. He's like the man though. He's the one they call my guides. My mediums call the wizard. He's like the wizard. And I'm like, they're like, he's a wizardly fellow. I say, oh my God, he is. The thing is, I have a gnome that looks just like him. It's a white gnome. And it's a cat, but it's got angel wings on it. And he's holding the Bible. And it's like, and he looks like a wizard. Now he has a wizard cape on. I was like, dude, when she said that, I died. I was like, yes, he's the wizardly fellow. And he's the one who takes care of all the girls, takes care of all the cats here. He's the one who brings them all together. He's like the dad. He's Manchester Mansfield. He's the only male. Besides the ones outside, Covey, he comes and goes. And Terry, I'll pray for them because I know because I'm Snow White. And 8 would be 8 dwarfs, right? Is it 8 dwarfs? So I need to. I feel like when I was so I don't know if you guys even want to hear about the medium stuff, but it was cool. She talked to my plants and stuff, and she's teaching me how to be medium. I told you guys that, right? Um, it's just amazing, and it's like, and the things she knows. It's just I don't know. I believe in all of it, but like, she's the one that explained because she doesn't even watch any like TV and shit like that. It was or news stuff because obviously it would help. It would interfere with her channelings. But the way she explained things to me too, like I know after watching telepathy tapes for real, that it's all the same. I don't want to say technology, but it's all the same intuition. It's the same thing we all have. Like we're taught to not believe any of that. And I know people try to say the Bible says it's evil, it's demonic. It's not. It's in my opinion, it's not. And I feel like raising consciousness, even if that was the case, it's not now. And we won't get into that whole thing, but I do feel like but I have to say that is the book though, because it explains everything that's going on, all the prophecies that are in it, and how it ends. And I keep saying I got to find those prophecies, but it's not. It's more that it's in the Bible. I forgot the Bible and from Nostradamus, but it's crazy because, like I said, and I believe it says he betrays his master. I don't know if that's from I think it's from the Bible, but anyway, and to me that would either be the Pope or because I feel like he's acting just like those people. Like, and they say like Hitler too. Like Hitler could have been either way. Like he had the energy of somebody strong and dictatorship, right? But he used it for bad. Like they use your power for good or bad. And like I feel like Trump had a choice, and I feel like he was in the prophecy going to be. I believe that he is the Antichrist, and I feel like but betraying his master would make sense to me because he did enough to dupe us into making him he became president anyway because they picked that shit. I'm just pissed about that shit. But for him to do this stuff and act like as of that person, and then kind of make us think that he is, believe that he is, and then when he reveals, okay, I did this for this and this reason, I hope I'm right. I hope that's a prophecy. I hope that it's him. That's time. And and I was going to tell you too, it's for ushered Christ consciousness because he said the return of Christ. It means Christ consciousness, his consciousness, not him actually. I mean, he probably will incarnate, but we won't know him as Jesus. But everybody has a different ascended master, and that's fine. I believe all our ascended masters are up there eating dinner together and going, look at our people, because I think all of us want peace. There's no reason for us to be fighting or hating or anything. Other countries, places, for religion, all that crap. Like I feel like our ascended master, who it is, if it's Allah, if it's Jesus or Gandhi or what is it all of them, what I'm talking about, like all the how am I so dumb right now? Oh hi, I should probably stop that. Anyway, whoever your ascended master is, I mean, honestly, like my neighbor has it doesn't matter. Like why does it matter if they're different? Like our country can be run by the friends of the people. It's all our, my whole theory. I had this all chat with somebody that talks about the story a lot, in politics. And I had this whole conversation about what I wanted, I think would be like, the Tucker Carlsons of the world. Like maybe we need a couple of those type of fellas and change the whole dynamic, change everything. Because I feel like in the end, we all want the same thing. We don't want to fight, but we don't want to work like dogs. And the hate isn't real anymore. It's over. Like, let's just pretend that we know decades. This stuff was solved decades ago. It's 2026. There should be zero things like that. No race and all that color. Like for them to still tell us we should dislike people and fight them because of this reason. And then we lie and we go there to steal their oil. It's fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. All we want to do is live in peace. I feel like that's what everybody wants, the right, the left, whatever. And the crazy left people and the crazy right people, they can have their fight, but it's not going to work anymore because you're all going to be out. Like we're sitting in the middle. Everybody's in the middle. Everybody disagrees on the fact that we want peace. And there's no reason to fight. And I believe all these fucking stupid things, like money and all that, like it could be taken care of because we have enough money. Obviously, we print our money. I mean, I'm saying just like make sure people are not homeless because that's not what this fucking planet is for. This planet was given to us, made for us to be able to live off of. And humans are not supposed to die after 100 years. We were supposed to live for thousands or hundreds, we'll say. If we don't get sick, med beds, free energy, all that shit, dude. Damn it, it's time. It's fucking time. We're on the most benevolent timeline available. Believe me, I do follow the Bible. I do now. For me being a Catholic, I was so upset. I was very, I don't want to say traumatized by it, but when I awakened and all the weekend stuff, and I realized, wow, it's the I'm not going to offend anybody, but anyway, organized religion. I think it started out. I think their all intentions were there in the very beginning. Thank you. Yeah, I'm tired. You're right. I know I probably should stop ranting, but just because I feel like I just say the same thing over and over, and I don't. Maybe people don't think I'm making sense, but in my mind, I feel like I am, and this is just me ranting. Like I think that if you don't understand where I'm getting at, then I feel like you should probably stay with those people because if you don't agree that most people just want peace and don't want to work like dogs, and they need to figure that out for us and like compensate us so we don't have to. People shouldn't be people that want to work, like we should be able to do what we want to do, put it that way. We should do the jobs we want, not the jobs we have to. Like I'm very lucky I can do this, but am I making money? Not really. I see people getting like so many things like super chats, memberships, and all that. And I'm like, and I can't do that. And that's fine because I told you I would never want to, I would never beg for money or act like I needed that. But like, I feel like I'm okay at this. I'm fine. I like doing it. If I'm not good at it, fine. It's whatever. But I'm still going to keep doing it. And I'm lucky that I have my husband to let me do that. But like, if I didn't, I'd have to support myself. And I don't think I could. And I don't think that, it's hard. Like people, when I found out, when she just told me how much houses were, I think that's so horrible. That's horrible. Like I don't know what, I mean, I just like, it shouldn't be that much, man. Like it shouldn't be that hard to live. At least if that's the case, at least we should definitely have the free energy and free food and all that shit. Maybe not free, but like, other countries are paying a third of the price to eat meals, and we're like getting killed over here. Like this is not we the people. It should be like I remember when I was younger, I was proud of being American. I was so proud. I remember when Thanksgiving or when I was duped. I was a kid, but like 4th of July, I used to be proud of this country. I used to be proud to be from here. And I used to like cry when the 4th of July when you play the music and you're like proud to be an American. And then like after like about 10 years ago, I started like not being proud of it anymore. And I started realizing how villainous we are. And we're bullies. We've been bullies and villainous, and we lie just to take people's shit. We just went into 3 countries and killed their leaders. I mean, yeah, obviously two of them needed Venezuela needed, and then I don't know what we did Mexico's cartel. We knew, we took him. Say he's dead, yeah, because we took him, and basically to get their shit, and they needed it, but now we think we can do it anywhere. Not we, but that person. Like, okay, fine, fuck shit all up. We gotta fuck everything up so people get pissed, and realize that our leaders are liars, and it's not a democracy. It's what they want, and it's time for us to be. We don't have to fight each other. We fight them, and there's no fighting. It's just it. That's it. It's over. Let's find us some honest people. Like some people, maybe like I'm saying Tucker. I just say Tucker because I feel like he's one person I can think of right now that obviously wants nothing to do with this. Oh my God, Mimir, I didn't tell you. Mimir, remember that person, that David Wilcock? Remember I was 10 on Sundays. Remember him? Do you know he committed suicide the other day? I'm one of these people I consider my teacher that I met through, like, I'm not met, but on Gaia. I watched everything he ever had on Gaia. He was the reincarnation of Edgar Casey, that whole thing. I think I went through this with you guys before. And Mimir and I would watch this thing on Sundays. He would do lives. Mimir, he committed suicide on Sunday. He shot himself in front of officers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Everybody's saying, no, he would never do that. He something's wrong. Like, but to me, he seemed a little off. I didn't watch the last couple of lives but people said they were getting, and I believe what he's saying. Like it makes sense that, he looks just like all that. Everything he could, I've seen him and I've seen him in, I don't know. I'm so upset about it. If it was time for him to go back home or wherever he's from, obviously he was here for all of us to learn from, He made an impact on me and a lot of people. It wasn't like he was selling you about, he wasn't asking you for anything. He was just on it. He did a lot of, it's hard. It's for me hard to explain to you people, not you people, but it sounds crazy, but like spirituality is a huge for me. And like the fact that it's becoming more, it's getting more aware of, people making more people are aware that I'm not religious. Okay. We are spiritual, right? Like I do believe there's God. Yeah, obviously. And then I feel like there's different ascended masters, which is fine. They had to do that because humans decided to segregate people into religions. Get your solar panels. You can free. No. I shouldn't need solar panels for that. No. They literally need to give it to us. Then I'll issue that. You know what I mean? I'm pissed. I don't want to have to do that. But maybe when my house gets done, maybe that's a good idea. But I don't want to have to do that. I mean, I would, if I could put them in my yard, great. I don't really want them on my ceiling, roof, or whatever. I don't know, because maybe, but like if that's how we have to have free energy, great. But this still has a meter on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the air. Whatever we got to do to get our electric, to plug it into a wall, that's fine. But I don't think we should be in charge for something that's given to us for free. You know what I'm saying? And you know that. But David Wilcock committed suicide. Apparently, he shot himself. He called the cops and said, I don't know if he said I'm suicidal or I'm about to shoot myself or I don't know. I gotta hear the 911 call. But then they didn't know who it was when they pulled up. He walked outside and shot himself. I'm like, and that, like apparently he had some contracts. He got approved for the government. But remember, I told you he kind of started to scare me because he said he was here to make peace, but then he started talking about making. He did. Yep. I know. I want you to. I wish you could come up right now because it's to me. I mean, a lot of the people in the community I was reading a lot of people said he was losing it in the last couple of weeks. I said, but listen, you know who he is. You know that he does hear voices. He gets, channeling from Archangel Michael. He believes he was Archangel Michael. I believe that Edgar Casey was Archangel Michael at one point. But it's very possible because he was, like I said, all that things that he was bringing forward from his old files were coming true. But then maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what to think. But like he was obviously somebody really important on this earth, and like for him to just take his life, and it's like you got to add him to the list of scientists because he was involved in anti-gravitics and stuff. He's another one who had knew a lot of things, and either it was time for him to go. I asked Ginger, I asked my medium lady, I asked her privately if she could try to do a reading on YouTube from him to find out what really happened. I'd appreciate it because I'm fucked in the head over it. I have Dolores Cat. I have every single one of David's books. I watched every series, every episode of every series on Gaia with him in it. Well, it's him running the thing. Watching what introduced me to him was my favorite show ever, is Cosmic Disclosure. And every season he was the host for a while. And I was like, oh my God. Unaliving is never part of the plan ever. I don't know. Do you think that's still true? For somebody who's evolved being like him, like say he is, I believe me, he looks like Edgar. He's Edgar Casey. But that, right? It's crazy that it's because even like the shape of his head is so wild, and him just having that knowing. But like, it's amazing. But to me, like I don't know if it started to make him crazy. You think maybe he started to like get paranoid, or somebody said maybe he was doing drugs and stuff. I was like, I did not know he had a coke problem. That's scary. I don't know if that's true because people were always going against him in the end, and I don't know if he was like. There's this one person on YouTube was like, we used to be best friends and we used to be really close. His name's like Truth Seek or something. I have to look him up again. But I was watching everything he was saying, and he said, I believe he's like, I didn't want this, blah, blah, blah. He's like, but I'm being honest with you. He's like, I feel like I reached out to a couple of people that know him. I was worried because even though they weren't friends anymore, he's like, I was getting very worried about him. He thought that this guy was like part of the CIA. I don't know. I feel like maybe he, obviously people that are geniuses and they have so much knowledge end up going crazy. I don't want to say called going crazy, but maybe his plan on this planet of this earth was just for this one time. Because this is a different time in history, right? Like this is something that was, this is something that's never happened before. So maybe his time on earth was that, and that was how I chose to go out. But maybe that's part of the plan too, for people to get like for him to do that, and maybe that's something for other people to learn from. I don't know, or maybe it's a part of somebody's learning journey for him to do it that way. I gotta believe that if that's true, that he actually did it himself, that it's for a bigger purpose. Now, self-unaliving, I feel like I agree. I would agree with you a long time ago, but now I've seen a couple NDEs with people that committed suicide too. And yes, they would somehow, it's cause and effect, not really karma, but cause and effect. They would have to, but if it's part of the planet, then they're not doing anything they weren't supposed to, Oh shit, the government, not. I know. Exactly. Missing UFO. Yes, he's like, we can call him number 12. It was just 11 the other day, and I will call him 12. And so, that missing 411 situation? Some of them, because the medium chick on Channel 11, she brought through the science stuff. Some of them did go into portals, like the missing 411, and what it was what they were working on. They had a choice at this time in their life if they could go or stay, and if they stayed, it would be bad because there's people still that were in power that were trying to take the same things that we just got our technology back for the moon. I told you they took it from them. I told you that, and they just admitted to it. So now that we got it back, I feel like part of the plan with them was with things they were working on was like, anti-graphics and stuff was like if they stayed, then the people in office, it was too soon. So they chose to die and like in this mysterious way, like the missing 401. And like some of them said, like, some were actually murdered and some were taken and some had, but they're okay. But they're just, they had to wake up in their pods and remember where they're from. And okay, look, you can go back. They had the choice because we have their faith. They do still have free will. They could choose to go back and stay. And then we would end up blowing ourselves up again. Allegedly. Not that and they said the beings were not going to let that happen anyway, but they had a choice. And they said, a couple of them, that was the thing. And I think with David, if this is true, he did his part. He did a lot. He awakened. I believe he did have a lot to do with people being awakened because he explained everything. I don't know. And the fact he looks just like Edgar Casey too. Like I don't know. I do too. And I remember said it started scaring me because he started talking about making the planes, which were weapons kind of, or something for war. And I'm like, wait, but you said there's going to be no more war. Like your plan was to help let that happen. And people said he was like he was too for Iran or for Israel or whatever. I'm like, I haven't watched his last couple of lives, but the way he was talking about it, and it's weird. His last 2 lives, guess what? And they said he didn't do this on purpose. There were 3:33, 33. 3 hours, 33 minutes, 33 seconds, or maybe the seconds is wrong, but like, dude, that's his last 2. And he purposely didn't do it. Like, and it's weird. Like, he's the one who first said about angel numbers. I learned about them. Like, I learned so much watching Gaia, and watching Cosmic Disclosure is what it helped me bridge spirituality and other beings, other planets. I don't want to say aliens because we're aliens as well, but like, Mimir, you know what I mean? Like, I believe that there are other beings, obviously. Like, it's a whole thing. There's like thousands and thousands of other races of and planets. So it's like, a lot of us are here just for the reason of these people here, the humans that want to still like, fight and stuff like that. Like, I just feel like it's all lie. Like, we're all, I feel like maybe they don't, and they just don't know that yet. Like, I feel like because I feel like before when I believed that that what just left, the thing it just left, that's not the comment, but it's not a comment, but it's a comment, but I'm talking about Atlas, right? Atlas just left. It was literally the day that he did the Iran thing. It was passing the sun, closest to the sun. So to me, now I'm thinking was, okay, that had to happen. And they brought that forward because everything does have to come and crash down because we have to start over. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, wait, we wanted peace. Wait, we want peace. Like when it was peace, we liked it. And then all of a sudden you guys changed your minds and started killing people and putting people at war and threatening like fucking, what was it? When they call you and you have to go, draw, or I forget what it's called. They did it before. And then I'm like, no. Like, you villains, no. You go fight. You send your family there and fight. Like, not these, no more. My children are not children, but like, young guy. Like, people just go into the service and die for their country for fucking what? For lies, all lies. To go take to honestly get Project Looking Glass away from, what was his name? The guy that they killed first, Saddam Hussein. All these lies about weapons of destruction and lies about 9/11. Yeah, they did it. Nobody did it. Nobody did anything. Nobody's doing anything. You're just fucking villains, motherfucker. We're villains. And that's why everybody hates us. Nobody wants to live. We look so free. Oh, great. Yeah, we got all this stuff. But guess what? We get fucked in the ass anyway. You think everything looks great on the inside? Outside? No. They're fucking us some other way now, like money and health-wise. And like, just because we love people to be free. No, motherfucker, no. Chemtrails, no, we're not free. They make us think that, though. Good plan. Great plan. Great. Wonderful. Other countries, at least they tell their fucking people, you're not shit and I am. Like, they just make us think that we, but it doesn't make sense. You have billionaires and then you have people that are homeless. To me, that doesn't make sense. That will never make sense to me. And I feel like that system's fucked and it needs to be fixed, that everybody needs to have a place to live. Because the planet Earth provides us for all of that. Okay. And if people don't want to work, there's people that don't want to do what they want to do. Okay. Let the people people can build houses, like take the lumber that is given to us and provided for us and the food, like do stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. Am I crazy? Am I nuts? I know. And I understand people interpret the Bible, that book differently, but like in the end, they don't win. The dark does not win. Read the ending. I hate to be a spoiler alert, but they don't win. So and it's like they believe in him so much that they want to hurt him that badly. Like, and they want to work for the other side, which I know that has to be here. But if you believe in him that strongly enough to hurt God, because then you know he's real. Then why would you do it anyway? Like, what would make you? You know he's real, so why are you? He just lets you do it, like, and then you're gonna pay in the end. Like, I'm talking about people that, you know, the dark. I say, we'll say the dark, but then I have to say, like, thank you to them, because without them, we wouldn't realize what the light. I don't know if I want to say we would know what the realize is. You know, they say duality. I get it, but it's got to be duality with compromise now. There's no more fighting. To me, I don't believe in fighting any longer, and I think that's stupid. And I don't think you need to compromise, because I think we could all, you know, benefit from each other's countries and land, because, you know, lands, different places have different things to offer, and we don't have to fight about it. It's just crazy to me that we have to go steal it. Who the fuck do we think we are? And then they hijack our evolution by doing things to, like, make us sick and lie to us about what's good for you and what's not good for you. And then you guys all, some of you are looking at me like, oh yeah, conspiracy. It's not conspiracy. Just open your eyes. Hello, it's not conspiracy. I'm telling the truth. It's just, it's my, I'm afraid I'll just say my opinion, whatever. I'm not gonna fight about things that we solved decades ago. I refuse to talk about it any longer. I don't hate anybody. I don't want anybody to hate me. I understand what, you know, I'm starting to really understand what, but that all that has to end, man. People gotta stop living like with Sierra and Amanda. I get the racial side of it. I'm not her. I'm not Sarah, but like, I see their point, and I'm learning from that. But I feel like we got to let that go, man. We have to stop sticking. We just have to stop that. But people are still sick. There's still sick people out there. But again, I feel like they were taught lies, because their people were taught lies, and their people, like, we were told these things. Oh, you have to hate this person because of this reason. What do you mean? You know what I mean? When has anybody done anything to us? Like, we just took what other people said, not me personally, but, like, you know, like, we didn't follow our hearts. It's weird. But now, guess what? Growing pains. It's time to be a unity, all in one. I don't think it's too much to ask in 2026 for us to just not fight about race, color, or religion. Listen, we all believe in a different sended master. Great. We all know that God's there. Great. We all agree that we want peace, and we want to be able to eat and not work like dogs and not fight, and just be able to, like, live. And, like, you need to compensate us for all the soldiers you have murdered in the last 125 years of the evolution that you stole. I think we need to be very compensated for it. Every country, every person. Take the money that you fucking print or make worth this or worth that digitally. I don't know. Bless everybody. Bless everybody with fucking million. I don't know. 10,000, a million. I don't give a shit. Just, I don't want to have to pay. You know, we should be compensated every month for this shit. Humans are not sent here now. What first to learn our lessons? I think it's done. I think we've all learned plenty of life lessons at this point. I think all the people all the kids being born now are crystal children, and they're angels, and they're like, they're the very well aware and awake ones. They're not going to be told that it's not real, like we were. Like, I was stopped at age 5. I remember I used to look for UFOs all the time, and then all of a sudden, you know, I go to library school, and, like, I take out books about for some reason, about UFOs and stuff. I think they clock that shit real fast, and then all of a sudden I'm drinking fluoride at school, and I forget all about UFOs for, like, I don't know, 20 years, 30, until, like, my late 30s, you know. And it's like, it's crazy. I know what Maureen said to me was so amazing. So Maureen has never really been religious or spiritual. Everything she learns about it, she's kind of learned from me. But she also doesn't believe in the vaccine. So she knows that government's a bunch of liars. But she has 4 kids, right? So, like, she said when she didn't know anything about Charlie Kirk, never heard about him until the day he got shot. And I said, me neither. She said when she saw, for some reason, days after that, she stopped drinking. It was the last time she stopped drinking. She stayed sober. Also, it made her want to go to church and stuff. It made her not want to, like, to learn about spirituality. She wanted to go to church. And she's like, and she still does. She's been asking me a lot of questions lately. I'm like, I'm proud of her, but, like, that's crazy. I think that's what, I know that Jacqueline hates him and all, but I do feel like, you know, if he is an Erica, if he is like his wife, as demonic as she seems, then again, done his job. He did his job here. I don't believe that, but I feel like, you know, I go back and forth with whether he's still alive or not. Erica made a really funny statement the other day. I mean, I know Candace proves all her lies, but she said, we are raising our children here. You should have said we were. Because you're not raising kids with Charlie anymore, are you? You're not telling us. It would be great if you were, because if we knew that was all lies, it would make sense why everybody's acting so weird. And why nobody seems to grieve, because he's not really dead. And the 10 people in his life that surround him, and they'll know that, and everybody's acting, we're like, oh, they're acting crazy. They don't care. And everything would make sense now. Not if you look at it the way I'm saying, like Jesse on Fire says, you know, I love you, babe. If you're going to town, get your eyebrows done so you can come up and talk to me. Love you. Yeah, it's everything's getting revealed, Robert, I think now, and I feel like, if they just would pay attention to the ending, they would see that it's not going to work out in their favor, but if everything has to come to a head, and it's scary, and I know this year is going to be it's a pivotal year according to all the peoples, all the, readings, ancestors, and all that, and my medium. And I'm proud of myself a little bit for for understanding. All I needed was somebody to explain to me what happened that day with Idaho 4, because here I am crying for these people, thinking they don't have justice, and now I believe that if he was able to stop. So I don't know if anybody wants to hear what really happened, but and other people are actually talking about it because there's a book coming out with that people knew more about the case, and it's actually they had the reason that everything seems so weird is because they had to lie because they fucked shit up, but they knew they got the right guy. And the timeline's myth, it was Maddie first, then Kaylee. They had no idea that Xana and Ethan were in there. And when they ordered their DoorDash, he was coming out. He was starting to clean up and didn't know they were in there, and caught them off guard. And basically, they were bludgeoned. And I think if you incapacitate them, like Ethan's Achilles, it back where he was cut back there, and they were stabbed where it's like some deadly thing in the back. So I think if you're able to stop them from running and screaming, of course, Dylan and Bethany might not have heard it, all of it. That's the part that still bothers me, which is hard for me to believe that what she said is real. And that if that's true, you're a sociopath. You saw and heard all these things, but you didn't perceive any danger. I'm gonna have to let that one marinate for a while, but I'm gonna have to believe it because it's true. I mean, because I do believe and she said, it happened, and he had to leave because obviously he was trying to get out of there fast, but the timeline's fucked up. They got that wrong because but Xana fought for her life, and he must have had a weapon that was they said somebody makes it, and I don't know where. It's something that's really fucked up looking. It looks like a bat. It has these spikes that come around the top, and they make them and put them on Pinterest. But it's a weapon that I could see how he could have done it now 2 at a time, or one, and then Maddie, and then Kaylee walks upstairs. He gets Kaylee. He's trying to clean up, and then those two surprise him, and he ends up killing them. Because we haven't gotten when we have the autopsy results, but we haven't been able to actually visit. We see the bodies, obviously, that's still under it's motion in limine or something. It's called. They're trying to fight us never to see it. I don't know why, but I think it's got. I mean, I was seeing pieces of and crime scene photos where they forgot to take parts out, redact parts of it. But I mean, there's blood everywhere. It's bad, and the weapon had to be one of those things they I forget what they call them, but it's vicious looking, and I'm like, that would make sense. That would make sense. That would be a weapon. That would be 2 weapons in one. Oh man, it's so scary to think and I needed to just understand. I was okay with it with Brian. I just needed to know how. And I needed to know all these things that are going on around me, all these case file, even 2 people that I really, really appreciate going through every single thing, going through it like it's a trial, going through it like it's their job, investigate every single thing and put things together. I appreciate them because today they kind of explained it the way I could tell that Lana does understand that maybe Brian, how Brian could have done this and why they did what they did. And now it all makes sense to her, but it's also hard to get a lot of people that follow, and nobody believes Brian did it. Because we've been fighting for so long saying that things aren't making sense. Well, guess what? They weren't. And it's because they fucked up shit up, and they had to come up with something to cover their asses, but somehow knew he did it, but couldn't prove it. But they did with things to, poison we know what they did. Made everybody believe it without any evidence, just their word. And then you find out in the 9-hour, I'm fighting myself over the 9-hour fucking 911 call. They really didn't perceive any danger. There was no state of Fox sheriff. I have all the interviews. I knew that she never said that. They made up a lot of things to prove this narrative, but I think they jumped too soon and they fucked it up really bad. I think in the end, that's why the fucking death. That's why that plea had to happen. Because there's no way that, and I don't know why he wouldn't fight it in court. I think he was at that point. I think he just gave up, and I don't want to say it because his mom does believe. I asked the medium if his mom really truly believes in his innocence as parents do, and that breaks my heart. Because so do I. I did for a while, and I was fine. Like I said, I'm fine if he did it. I just need to know. It makes sense. I want to know there's not people that do this to people out on the streets, and that they didn't just fuck everybody over. And it blows my mind because there's 5 agencies. And I keep saying aren't calling each other out. Why? because they all know that it was fucked up the way they got him, and they couldn't prove it. They were gonna lose. It would get thrown out. He would go free, and they knew that he did this, and they didn't want him to go free. So they had to spin the narrative and leak information. Like they really did some fucked up shit to keep this. Oh man, like guys, like my mind is like, he didn't do it. And I'm like screaming, I'm like losing my mind, and I'm just proud of myself for coming around to it because, like I said, even if she's not telling me the truth, the way that a lot of it kind of explained it when she doesn't even know where I'm at, but I understand now when people say it's not about him per se, it's about their rights being violated. And if they violate this guy's rights, they'll violate anybody's. And even if we're guilty or not, if they believe we are fucked. She's like, we cannot let that happen. We cannot start letting that happen. And we can't, if he has to go free, he has to go free, but they fucked up, not him. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, put him in prison, but like, you gotta remember his rights are violated. They have to be held accountable for violating somebody's rights because they can't start doing that. She said, if they start doing it now, they'll do it all the time. And listen, I don't think Karen did it either. I get it. I understand that. But they also did that shit really fucked up just because they jumped too soon. And, there's a lot of things that people are like, oh, how come they haven't arrested like the David Ford guy for that murder of that young girl? Because they want to make sure that doesn't get thrown out. They want to make sure they got him. They got them. And I think with Idaho, they definitely went. They knew it was him, but they just jumped too soon for it. They didn't go things about the right way. They didn't go about the DNA right. They didn't go about getting it the right way. They had the timeline fucked up. They just for some reason knew he did it. I don't know if somebody would. I don't know. There's just so many fuck ups. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. I don't know if you've been here before, but I'm just ranting on. I usually talk about Bravo and Housewives and stuff, but is that the gray? Yes, it is. Listen, know what it is? Let me see if I can change because you can't really see them, but they are gray highlights. My hair is black, really, but for some reason, my color, I got the filter on. It's like, it's actually dark. But yeah, if you go on the highlights, because these are extensions. I don't know if you know that, but they have extensions. But the gray part of it, yeah, it's like silver. And I'm like in my 40s too, my late 40s. Yeah, welcome. But yeah, I have a couple like underneath. I have them underneath, and then I put some up here. But my hair is like usually all black, but thank you. No, I used to talk about Bravo, and then I was just writing on about. I'm kind of proud of myself because I wasn't, I was talking about a case that I just didn't believe that was the guy was guilty on, and I've been fighting with people for months about it, like almost over a year now. So, but I'm like, I wanted to understand. I wanted to understand. I do now, and I just needed I needed somebody to just tell me that. The government, it wasn't that the agencies didn't fuck up. They're not letting people go free that did something and putting innocent people in prison. Like this guy actually did it. They just went around the wrong way, and they all just knew that and kind of didn't want him to go free. So they had these weird things to like, I don't know. In the end, it makes sense to me now, and I could move on with my life. Oh my God. Listen, I don't know if that was the finale though, right? That can't be the finale, right? Maybe next week. Dude, it's the whole episode. It starts with Amanda telling West. Amanda telling Sierra that she's being, you deserve to be seen. You're seen. I love you. And then West doing the same thing to her. You are seeing. I see you. And then she hugs him and they start crying. And that's it. I'm like, oh. And then you see him like having a whole ass relationship next week. They jumped right into it. Sarah didn't want that. But then she gave in. And then now it's like, you motherfuckers. And you know what? He is allowed to hook up with everybody he wants. Yes, she is right. Not Amanda. I'm talking about the girl that she just got in trouble for. He hooked up with somebody in front of her at a party at the house. And she's like, I can't be friends with you. The fact that like, yeah, he can do that. That's fine. But like, you are the one, he's the one who made it a fucking big deal. They got separated after last summer. Then they filmed in the city, right? And then filming in November. End of November, I wasn't even I was so unaware of it, right? So that's already been filmed, right? So I guess it'll prove to us that Amanda and him weren't fucking around until like maybe I'm going to say January, whenever we had the first big blizzard in Jersey. I think maybe a little bit before that, because why are you loved up together that soon? So maybe it happened like a couple of weeks before that, but I don't believe they wanted to get caught. I don't believe, well, at least West didn't, because I don't think he wanted to claim a girlfriend. He had girlfriends in every state. This motherfucker. Listen, he's allowed to. And like, I get it. Like, I think him fucking around with Sierra in the end, and then the way that they were fighting for her to be friends with him again. Sierra, it's a whole episode of Amanda and West fighting with Sierra to like kind of talk Sarah into being friends with him and like talking to him and forgiving him. And anyway, they didn't, she said like, these are my feelings. I'm the one who heard about it. Like he can do what he wants, but like it's disrespectful, whatever. She was going to deal with it on her own. But he's the one who wants to come in and go, I need to be your friend. I need a friend to hang out with you. Let's have a day. And then like, all this bullshit feeds her a bunch of shit. And she's like telling him how scared she is. Like it's horrible. Like Thea said, I couldn't feel better for her because that's horrible. She was like, I'm so afraid to be your friend. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want you to embarrass me again. Like, Wes, I won't. I'll never do that to you. Like, and it's not like they even clarified them, but they're hooking up again. It's like, dude. And then Amanda was the second you start having feelings or you think you do, you don't act on them. I hate when people say, "What just happened?" No, it doesn't just happen. You stop. If you think, "Oh, am I feeling this person?" You just don't go back. You don't talk to them anymore. You move the fuck on. Not you don't do it your friend. You don't. Your best friend's in love with him, and you're like fucking landing on his dick. That's like the wrong one. And Kyle too. Though I forget that Kyle doesn't deserve this either. Not his friend. Like if you want to fuck somebody else, Amanda, go ahead. But why are you picking the one guy in the city? Not even in the city. He doesn't. She's gonna lose her mind this summer. She's gonna lose her mind because he's gonna be in the summer house with Sierra. She's gonna be home. Not, bitch, you're not invited. I am not letting you in. Don't even think about it. Don't even try to get past security, Amanda. You're not coming in. I'm going to make sure you're not coming in. And Sarah's going to be there and he's going to be going out. And he's not going to want to claim a girlfriend. It's a shore house. No. You think Wes is going to stay home because Amanda, like she has to have everybody call her every hour. Like, remember Kyle had to call her every hour on the hour? That can't happen anymore, Amanda. You're not invited. Okay. And he's going to do what he wants. And he's going to be in the house with Sierra. So live with it. You deserve this. That is going to be her karma this summer. When she's home and she's not invited to the house and he's going out with Sarah and hanging out with Sarah and her friends are there, he might have her as friends, but Carl likes Sarah, so does Jesse. And you know what? KJ is not going to fucking be cool with what he did. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to get a lot of praise for it. So it's going to be like, Amanda's going to be home in the city. I acted so unbothered. Watch the bitch when he won't Sarah out that one time. And this bitch will just be him going, I can't stand it. I can't do it anymore. Why didn't she come that weekend? Like this last weekend, this episode. So she didn't come the second week because she can't stand Kyle. I can't be around him. I just can't deal with Sarah. And there's Sarah being a good fucking friend to her and offering support just like Amanda does to her. And then fucking a week later, it's so angering. It's so horrible. Like, what are you doing? Like, I forgot to look up the Bambi thing. I got so fucking sidetracked. Oh my God, I forgot about that. So LG, did you hear that Trey Fab? I don't know. If you know, Trey Fab is housewife historian, Bambi over on Instagram. Basically, these 5 Jersey accounts are all the same person. But there, 2 of them are acting like 2 different people, are going after Sarah, calling her a whore. Allegedly, I haven't seen it, but I believe my producer when she says it. She's not on here anymore. But I forgot, Robert. I totally forgot I was searching for that. I'm gonna look for it now. Hey, Lauren, my sister-in-law's over there. Hi. I keep thinking it's my mom. I think I could be my mom. I forgot you're at work. But yeah, apparently, come here, Sterling. Don't step on the wires. Come on, babies. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come here, moms. Okay. Anyway, come here. Are you gonna get down? Because I need to get off my thing. Thank you. I feel like they're naked. My kids naked? They don't like their collars too much. I don't like that. And they don't leave. I think I need to not make them naked anymore. I feel like they look naked. My cats look naked, don't they? Anyway. So these people are calling Sarah a whore and that she deserves. I was just reading something. Like Thea, like I said, let's see, let me pull it back. I'll pull it back up. Here's the statement. Oh, Crystal, what am I doing? So look at this. So here's Thea, right? Your moms are watching saying I couldn't feel worse for Sarah, and like she makes up a lot of points, good points. Then you could look down a little bit in the comments, right? This is right. Sarah, right? Sarah, I'm calling her Sarah. Sterling, why are you walking in a circle, babe? Babe, what are you doing, babe? Babe. Okay. All right, now I can see it better, right? Okay. So here's this like statement, right? And then you look at the comments, right? Because I'm like, I'm gonna go find the one I'm looking for, right? And you see Trey Fab in there saying some dumb shit about Sarah. Fuck. Of course. I can't get the comments. Anyway, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna look for it real quick because I forgot to ask my mirror. My hair does look kind of shiny, doesn't it? I do like the lighter. It's like it's not all black. It's not like that deep black. It's called soft black. If you know what I mean. If my hair goes in, it's going to be gray. What's that? So Trey Fab. I'll look on hers. It's still the same person, and I can't with her anymore. I'm just done. What's happening? Why can't I find it? Okay, well, go home. Can't go home. Can't go to my profile. Here's yeah, you guys. Oh, sorry, I'm sharing my personal information. No. So let's search Westmanda. Westmanda sucks, I said. Here's the people, the contractors, Spear Brother Spear called. I found them on here for the house. I gotta get an estimate though. What are you doing? Trey Fab. She's not still Trey Fab. I hate when she says still Trey. Like, why are you lying to me about who you are? Like, I know it's you. No. I mean, just look at the face. How? What is this? Do you know what that is? Oh! What is wrong with her?
Dude, I'm real.
Are you reading this?
That's the problem.
Sarah sucks. So, oh yeah, this is the other one. This is her, Sarah, and her entitled. Wow, what is wrong with you? What wrong with your? What's wrong with your? What's wrong with you? With your loyalty? Your loyalty gene. Because they call me this person who I know is one person, is another person who's on my side, has literally called me fake. I'm fake. You literally like turned on your friend. You turned on Teresa. Remember? How am I fake? I've always been clear how I fucking feel. Real fucking clear. I don't change.
Say what I said. I don't.
Anyway, that's awful. That's the fact that you feel that way is disappointing. There, Jess. And I'm like, wait a minute. It looks just like her. It looks literally. It's not that. It looks more like the House of Story, and then I don't know if these are new, but I'm not gonna get myself into this one yet. But oh, this is recent. Is it funny how it's Trey Fab that ends up getting the same things, all the same things that what's her name? Them saying and the other. Is this old? Oh yeah, it is old. What am I doing? Never mind. Something about Sierra over here though. Oh, Sarah was so like Corey picked. She's want to put that out. Oh, this is so horrible. What happened to you? Are you getting paid for this? I wonder if this is part of her pay. I wonder if this is part of her deal, you know? I wonder who's paying her for this one. That's okay. She sent me all the files. That's all I needed was Teresa's. All I wanted was the shit that Gabriella had. And the receipts to prove, just to hold on to them in my vault, like they say Marge has. Because it's, a lot of it's been exposed, a lot of it hasn't. And a lot of it she still talks about, but hasn't in a while. So I don't know if she's laying off with Teresa. I don't know why and at this point we should be going full force, the girl's on there fucking talking on her podcast like nothing happened. Like she wasn't the one. It's what? Thank you. She's doing well. You were the one, Teresa, and I have proof of it. And stop saying it wasn't you. I thought we were past this. What are you doing? Why are you even talking like this? Like you should be moving forward, bitch. Stop your lying. Just because you're not saying shit and doing shit, you're talking like you don't know what happened. Like you live in the delusional land of fucking fantasy. And whatever I say, it's not alleged. I have truth. I have facts. Like you are literally lying again. Like I gotta stop. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna end this live and go. Oh, look my earrings. And go outside and check out my plants. I'll take pictures for you guys. I'll mark the date. Because my insanely tall palm trees are starting to start grow back this week, next week. I was looking at my pictures last year. It was like the end of April. So, and I was measuring I swear they were going a foot in height, but like the fact that you'll see nothing. And then all of a sudden you'll see all these, I feel like I need to pull my pictures up or something. See what it will look like and what it looks like now. Let me see. If you guys want to see it, if not, I'll just do it for me. Dude, how was my dance party, my singing party the other day? You guys, you didn't comment about it at all. I was like, what do you guys think? I'm sorry. I feel like an idiot. I do. I feel so dumb. I did that. I was just in a good mood. I do it anyway. Like, I just wanted to, I'm like, I want to sing because I don't know why. All right. Let me see. beach. Oh, the beach. Oh, Krista, we're not doing the beach. Krista, we're doing your yard. The yard. I'm trying to show the yard. How do I go down? Yard. Just from last summer, so you can see how Snow White I really am. For the people that don't believe me, and this year. Amir, did you get the cardinal ones? Amir's not listening. So I got a really good. My cardinals obviously are here every day now, and I got birdseed for them and stuff. Oh, I left it out there with the peanuts. I gave my squirrels the peanuts. Oh crap! What am I doing? I need to get my pictures. This is the wintertime, guys. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that, right? Oh my god, look at the snowstorm. And then we're not gonna do it. And then look at it look like this summer. It will look like this summer. November now. What am I doing? This way, Krista. June. There it is. Like these are literally starting to grow right now. This is my lilies. Look at them. Like I can't even explain it.
Look how pretty these are.
No wait.
Right? Look at that. Hold on, wait. So,
For them, and then look, that's how little they were.
These are different.
This is last summer. It's so pretty.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, this Jack's show. The Jack show. This is party out there. Look.
We'll start here. I got them planted. Okay.
So, like there's
all my signs up. I planted these little guys. And here comes the lilies that like are amazing. Planting them.
I did all this again this year. These are little. They haven't bloomed yet. They're little.
It's fake, don't they? Fucking awesome.
It's crazy. I want to see what you guys see. It looks like the. Oh, here we go. Look at Healer. There's Healer. Look, he's so cute this year too. Healer got healthier, guys. You should see how healthy he is. He's got all these new blooms this year. He came back to life, guys. Because I hug him every single day, and I call his name's Healer. But look at I'm not gonna do this. I have my pool up now. But look at me. I gotta blow them up. Look, last summer, guys. And then I got the pool. But look at my grass. My grass is fake, obviously. There's my Busha. It's my Busha. Don't I look like her? Hey, Dustin. I'm so sorry to hear about your grandpa. It's funny you just came up, and here's my Busha that passed away, and then my pop-up. I have the picture. I have both of them. It's crazy that you came up when that happened. Don't I look like her, though? And then here's my brother. My Pata. It looks like my brother. Oh, my God, dude. Lauren, are you there on Instagram? If my sister-in-law's on Instagram, I want her to see these close up. But, dude, that looks like my brother, and then it looks like me sitting there. Me as my Busha, and then my Pata. It's like my brother standing there. It's the craziest thing, dude. Like, you guys probably don't remember what my brother looks like, but like, it's him. It looks just like him. Lauren Mitchell, if you're there, it's talking to you. There's Pata, and then Busha was on there. But yeah, Dustin, I'm so sorry, friend. To hear about your grandpa, but I know I'm sorry. I hate that you have to go through that. You don't offend me, Robert. What do you mean? I don't know why they're insane, aren't they? They're crazy. They're insane. Thank you, Robert. I tell you that. No, I appreciate it. I told you that, didn't you? I would say but yeah, I'm gonna go be Snow White. And then I got to call the contractor back because I told him I keep doing that. You know how I am. I just don't understand. It's so hard for me to talk to I hate to make doctor's appointments. There's that Jackson's thing. I hate to make doctor's appointments. I don't know what's wrong with me. I would rather just text. I hate my phone. It's not even on. It's like, I can't talk. I have to really fix that part because I really don't want to be bothered. Not that I want to be bothered. Like, if I get my own phone fixed, it'd be great. But I don't even feel like calling back. I just want to get text the appointment. Like, I don't want to. And it's probably what took me so long. Anyway, it's Elena's birthday too. But yeah, look at my plants. I plant these and they grow back. Look at my little Covey coves. Hi, Coveys. Hi, buddies. Look at my Coveys. Look at him.
You want me to take a picture of you too? There you go.
It's Covey King David.
Want to say hi, Cove?
But yeah, he grew one.
Okay. Meow. You're the best, right? Is him the best? Him's the best. I love him. So look how big his paws are. See, I got thumbs. He's got thumbs.
He's got huge balls.
a cute girl. Where's Ellie? Come here, Ellie. Oh, look, she's just peeking around. She's peeking around. Hi, Mom. Come here, lover. Come here, baby cat. Hi. Come here.
When I'm out there, she's always like, they're all running around. They love it out there.
Yeah, that's my Busha. Sorry, that's my Busha and my mother-in-law. Oh, God. My Busha, my mother-in-law. Are you two getting along? I hope so.
I sent them
for 5 minutes at least, probably longer than that. The female cardinal, like literally on my fence, and she's not tweeting, but she's been watching the whole time. She lives in that tree though.
I told you about the nest that there's a 12 trees next to my window, but the nest they put on top of my air conditioner on the second floor next to my room, and she twice built a nest. I watched them hatch. I have the videos and everything of them, everything. She used to stare at me every single day, and she would just sit there in my window. And with her, I watched her make her nest, everything. Watch her hatch the babies. They're called mourning doves. There's Pav. Pav. Oh my God. And that's I gotta stop showing that. That's what's her name. That's actually these are housewife historians kids. She had sent me something I had to do for her, but that's weird that came up. Anyway, I'm gonna find those things that she said about Sierra, because that's not cool at all. But yeah, you can see silver nail. Yeah, so it's do you want I can get you the color number if you'd like. The color number. But it started with soft black, and then and I have a purple tint, but you can't see them. They're really like they're so really purple. It looks really cool in sunlight. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I was looking at old videos of me, and I liked my hair with the blonde. I was like, I don't know if I can go all the way back to blonde again. Not blonde, but like black roots. But like, I was like, I'll start so. But then I remembered I used to do this color a lot. I love that. I was looking at me and Aaron's old videos, and that's what made me remember it. Hey, how are you? Are you? I don't want anyone sick to know about. Oh, that's a good idea. I heard, and if you know about that, do you know who David Wilcock is, by the way? Parody Mike, thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in. And that's a good idea, but because that's very helpful, because I believe in plant medicine at all. I'm not plant medicine, but the earth providing medicine for us, not keeping us sick. You know what I'm saying? I stopped taking all those manufactured meds, which I'm not going to be like Leah McSweeney, like, oh, I'm cured, but I feel like understanding things more. Maybe bipolar wasn't really the thing. But I don't eat meat, but I would switch over if I had to. I'd be interested in that, actually. Yes, Mike, yes. Oh my God, Mike, the fact that you just said that, I brought that up yesterday. When I found he committed suicide, right? He allegedly committed suicide on Sunday or Monday in front of a police officer. And the fact that he literally, the Mandela effect, when I realized that, when he wouldn't answer me in his lives, I'm like, why is your name fucking Mandela affected? He would not respond to the comment, and it blew my mind, because I have his books, and I had to go, and again, it's like the newer, it's like the continents again. I had to look at my dusty old globe. I'm like, holy shit, somebody did just come in, and like, isn't that crazy? I'm so glad you saw it. I knew when you said that, but like, dude, you've been so. I cannot believe this, like, and I'm shocked. But he shot himself allegedly. But you can consider him the number 13, because he was involved in aerospace stuff too. I know. Mike, I tried. I don't remember if I did super chat. I was just freaked out, because I'm like, no, because I'm thinking, I always say that with celebrities, it just means they're not real. They're just NPCs, because obviously, I mean, yes, I know that now, like like things in my neighborhood, I'm getting Mandela affected, like the Philadelphia, like there's a lot of things down the shore that are Mandela, and it's like, okay, I see it happening in my neighborhood, but if it happened in my name, I'd be like, I'm an NPC. Holy like, if I didn't get the memo, or what's it called, the update or whatever, obviously they're not gonna. I don't know what happens. They've always known, and in this reality, they've always been the new thing. It's fucking freaky, but it's great. The fact that we recognize it is good. It's a good thing. But like, I was, and then that's when I stopped watching his lives, because I was freaked out. I was like, oh my God. And I get it. I know who he says he is, and I believe all that, and I know that, right? So I have to look at this, that maybe it was time for him to leave again. And I get it. If he did a lot for humanity, in my opinion. Yep. No, this is blowing my mind. Is he included in the 13 scientist people? Because that's insanity, dude. I listen because because oh wow. Because I don't believe in coincidences, obviously. I mean, I don't know how that guy died, but like it's all of them are just is it who helped him write his book, by the way? It's not Corey, is it? Nick Pope. Where do you Nick Pope? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Nick Pope died? What's the Mike? Where are we? Are we on the north or are they? Oh my god. Holy shit, Nick Pope's died? I didn't know that. I'm blown away about David. Now I'm like, oh my god. If everybody knows anything about the UFO community, he's a big fucking deal. David was all over Guy. I'm just like, I was telling everybody, like my chat, obviously they're reality TV. Some of them are awake and aware, and I appreciate that, and they listen to me. But you know, I was telling how impactful David was to me, and whether you agree with him or not, or think he went crazy or not, the man obviously he looks just like Edgar Casey. You can't really deny that. And I do believe he channeled fucking, you know, Archangel Michael, and I do believe all that. And maybe it was his time to go. But with Nick Pope too, this is crazy. And I know the scientists, maybe some of them have come through and said, yes, you know, I'm in a spaceship. I woke up in a pod, and I know that I remembered, and I could have came back, but I decided not to because it would hurt the earth. And my heart just dropped when you said that, because like people that like I don't want to say inspired, but like, you know, people in the community of truthness, whether you agree with what they say or not, you have to be honest with yourself that they believed it. And I believe it, I believe it's true. Like I you know, the Bible says all the things are going to come true, and they are. You know, we got Dolores Cannon telling us about the reality, how that's going to change. I believe her, and it all started to come true. And now this stuff, like these people are, they said the people will leave they're here for a certain amount of time just to do what they had to do here, and they leave, and it's like, oh my god. I'm like, but then I'm like, wait, where are they on the north or am I on the earth? Like, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Did I go the wrong way? Like, did I didn't kill that? Like, you know what I mean? But like, I just asked my medium to please try to, and I'm gonna have to about that Nick too, because now I'm really upset. I wanted to see to go. I know it's very soon. They asked David to come through, but I would just like him to come through once and just say, Chris, that's okay. I feel like I can't really feel it. I can't hear anything. I wish I could, but like, I just want to know it's okay. Like, cause I feel like he wouldn't have chosen to do it out that. Like, I don't know. There's gotta be a bigger reason for it. But Nick Pope too. How did he die though? Mike, thanks for coming in here, by the way. I think I thanked you. It wasn't suicide or anything, was it? Or is he like missing or okay? I heard the name. Okay, dude, like he oh cool. Dude, I think maybe he's not English or anything, but like he's an older gentleman, and just I would say he's way up there with like not Corey, but like a Corey. What's the other guy that got abducted when he was younger? God damn it. Who I've been listening to a lot of though. I have to change it subject before I remember what I was supposed to say to you, or something else. But I'm the guy who, oh god, what the fuck's his name? I'm so high. I'm really high for this investigator. Yeah. Do you see if you see his face, you would definitely recognize his face. Oh wow. Oh Jesus. And you know that they get offered like the med beds and shit like that, and like they were probably given the cancer was probably given it to him. Okay, I'll say Nick Pope's over like with Steve. What's his name? The guy. Oh, Chris, the Christ, stop smoking and trying to talk on top camera. The guy who's always at the. Oh my god, Stephen Greer. I think Nick Pope more of like a Stephen Greer, but maybe like more. I think he actually has had contact as well. Like another Mandela effect. Are you kidding me? Oh, Kurt Russell died. Mike, I didn't even remember him dying. I don't remember Kurt Russell dying. I know he's alive now. I don't remember him dying. Do you remember him dying? Do you remember him dying? Do you remember Kurt Russell dying? Does anybody, you know what else is weird? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was always in my lifetime. I don't know how old you are, but I know, but it's weird. Do you remember him dying or no? They're just saying that he died. What's happening? People remember him dying. Okay, I might have to catch up for a second. So people remember him dying, but I also there's a lot of people that died recently. Like, I don't know what, because there's a couple of them, like Bob Newhart. I remember he died twice. Mandela guy. Like it's and I have to say, like, are they aware, or are they aware? How happened to their urge? Are they I would have to think maybe they're walk-ins, or you know how like they say, like when you make a decision about something, the energy of it, you know, it veers off into the other possibilities there. Well, maybe all these Mandela effects were the 2 possibilities, right? And now we're on the one that we're probably supposed to be on. I heard these. You did. Are you serious? Oh my God, I don't remember him dying. Oh no. I have no awareness of Kurt Russell. I most of the Mandela effects I'm aware of both, right? Most of us are, right? But like, and now we're like the personal ones, like I was just saying, like I live near Philly, right? And like City Line Avenue is not City Line Avenue anymore. It's called always been City Avenue. No, the fuck it wasn't. I don't know if I met you through Sandy. Did you ever meet me? I met you through Sandy, or maybe you just came into my channel. But Sandy does the Mandela effects at night. I forget the name of her channel, but she's the one that was pulling up because she lives near me. And she started pulling up like local ones, because I remember this guy that was telling me about the name of his town changed, and he was on there. He's not on here anywhere. His name was Brian. I don't know if you know who he is, but he, to me, the Mandela, I learned a lot from him. And he's like, my town changed from like Centerville to Centerville or something. And I was like, that's wild. That's got to be a wild feeling. And then that started happening to me with like, so Atlantis, something down in Wildwood, they spelled it with TUS. It was never like that. And I do have a lot of pictures of the beaches. I wonder if I have a sign. Well, obviously it's going to say the new reality, but I want to see if I have signed pictures of the Atlantis sign, because if I do, and then there's like the Wildwood Yacht Club, that street that my parents live on. And yes, Brian Stavely. Yeah, thank you. I know he's off the reservation now, and he's like living a great life and all that. Yes, there's a reality. That's right. Yes. I learned a lot from him. He's the one who talked me into I became a no planer. I was a no plumber, no planer. I like it. I'm like reality. I'm talking about like the new Earth. I don't think it's flat or Earth isn't flat or round. I just think it's stacked with dimensions, flat, maybe stacked with dimensions. Yeah. Like I started to wake up, and then I started to find stuff like that. And I was like, but then like people aren't ready. Like, I'm talking about reality TV, and like I go off on these things about like reality stuff I'm learning and I'm becoming aware of. And I like, and like the validations I get, and I get excited about it. It's like, you want to go, like, have you heard the good news? But like people aren't ready for it. But it's like when you see people that are so like, and they, they don't have to really convince you, but they do. And it's like, and it's funny when you see people that go, or the opposite. I love that. I love both perceptions, because planet Earth is not supposed to be a cult, but we're not all supposed to agree. But I feel like with the flat Earth and around Earth, I think it's both. It can be both. I think that whatever we want to, I think that it is like something like that. But I think whatever we want to see, we're going to see. But obviously, it's stacked with dimensions they don't tell us about. And like with the way that our realities work, however that works, whatever. If we're creating our own little personal simulations, or we're co-creating, we have to just realize that like we kind of are. And if what's happening around us is a reflection of what's happening with us, you just have to literally, what else is funny, Mike? I got sober in like 2012. So, but I never paid attention to the 12 steps. I did because I had to. But then after like 2020 was more awake and aware, I read them. I said, wow, if you read them now, I read them, and it's a path to ascension. Every single one of them. I didn't realize that the guy that wrote the big book, Bill, it was very spiritual, but I didn't recognize any of that when I got sober. It took me 5-6 years. And then I was like, oh, I get it now. Like every single one of them, every single one, 12 steps, every single one of them. It was 12, 21, 12 is my clean date. But I went through like a lot of shit, dude. Anyone see a picture of Jesus with a forked beard? No. That's scary. You know what? No, like people, I know that people say that the word of God's not supposed to change, but the Mandela effects with the Bible, right? The lamb and the lion and the lamb. Everybody knows it's lion and lamb, but it's not. It's a lion and a wolf. And I'm like, that's what people are like. And I'm like, do you see? Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that's how he or she or whoever God is made it that way for us to. And I think it's for people to have that awareness to be like, okay, yes, reality's not. We were sold a bunch of shit for years and years and years. Our humanity was hijacked, for fuck's sake. We shouldn't be paying for anything. Like, we should be not living like this. No sickness. Like you said, came in here with that. Obviously, like you look at all these things that we find out that we don't have to take medicine. Like I stopped taking all my medicines. I've mad at myself for being on Suboxone, but it's like, Tim often taking it. I don't. When people say I never. Okay, I wish I knew it. A download. I understand when people say I got to download. I don't get them, and I would love that. I'm saying I would love to get them, but like I mean, I just feel like I just thought to learn it. It's weird. Like I hated school. I thought, and now it's like our subconscious was telling you, no, it's lying. They're lying. Lies, 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 lies. Prison, 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 prison. And then like that's I think my subconscious was like, don't pay. I didn't learn a goddamn thing. Like nothing. I'm not retaining any of it. But literally now with spirituality, I've all 19 of Dolores Cannon's books. I've only listened to them once, and I could tell you everything you want to know. But she's from her what I believe in from her perception, which is, it's everything. It's about everything. It's about religion. It's about the afterlife. It's about the aliens and the beings and how they're a big part of all that and how they're closer to God than we are and about the new earth and stuff. There's so many, dude. Do you ever see the ones about the awakening processes or like the stages and you laugh because you're like, yeah, you go like, it's crazy. I wish they let you post links in here. There's a lot of good parodies about like now do you see how fucking funny? I'm sorry, Iran is funny. Iran puts out some fucking memes and they're like fucking with us. And it's Mike, you don't understand. The other day, I was like at the end of my life the other day, I decided to put some 80s music on and just start singing on my live. And I think Hungry Like a Wolf came on. Do you think, all right, think about this, Mike. Say like, all right, all the one-hit wonders, right? You wonder why they were one-hit wonders. Don't you think they got offered the contract and they're the ones that said no? Down, trends and say nice or they should be nothing way. I'm trying to read what you're saying. I mean, it makes fun. Like it's funny what you're saying. I wish I could hear it, but like, what the fuck? I'm gonna literally have to listen to it. I'll find it. But think about like it's just crazy. I live in Jersey, so like the drones that they can. It's not drones now, but if you watch the beach cams, you can see so many orbs out there. Like the orbs are still coming and going, and they're just there to make sure things go right. Like a wolf. Oh my, hungry like a wolf. You just blew it. That took me a minute. Told you. It takes me. I'm catching up. But like, oh my God. Yeah. In the Bible, like the wolf. Exactly. It's so, and then like when you remember how Brian would go and he would just do, what would he do? Like he would go about it a different way and he would ask, a pastor to read the things. And then like when you get to that part, it could never really get the people to admit to what they were reading. It's like, wow. And I don't know what that feels like to not like you remember Kurt Russell dying and I don't. And to me, that's like for you, like that must blow your mind, but it blows my mind that that's one of them that I didn't hear. And I wonder if any of my people in my thing. That's your phone. I'm going to read it. I'm going to copy and paste it and read it again. Oh, I love hearing about. Yeah, is it? Oh my God, the guy I was trying to think about earlier. That I really, really like him and his son. It's the lady of the light or something that comes into. He was like kind of basically telling us how this was going to go this year with Christ consciousness returning. What's his name? Oh my God, he gets the visits. Oh, what's his name? His son have a podcast, and so many people have been to his ranch and have witnessed the lady that comes and. He said this was the year, after Easter, which is, and everything he said that was going to happen is happening. A lot of these things, remember, I don't know if you remember when you started learning about this stuff, but I would think to myself, that's crazy. That's never going to happen. Like timeline things in my life, like my life completely flipped upside down. And I didn't think it could after everything I went through, but in a good way. But like it was everything Dolores kind of said would happen with people and they would be out of your life and you would think that they're just not going to be there anymore. And I'm like, well, how's that possible unless they die? But no, there's this one person, I don't want to say her name, but like I'll say the other half of my soul. We live in the same town and I have not seen her one time since we broke up before my wedding, my ex-best friend. Isn't that strange? And like there's people that I cut out of my life that I could probably run into in normal. I have not. They've all been like these. It's weird. It's like contracts that closed all over this one main thing. That was and all these people that were in my life growing up, like different parts of my life, like close friends, and all over meth, right? And it ends up being like I got out of all that and I got away from these people, and I had to because I could fuck up by myself. But like it's weird, like all these people, people fucking me over. It's crazy, and like. It happened like how Dolores kind of said it would. She's like, one day they're just not going to be there anymore. Okay. And then like, I'm thinking about all these people that were like our teachers now. I consider David a teacher to me because I remember I watched every single episode on Gaia of him. And I went through all of Cosmic Disclosure. I love it. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, but that is what maybe, so the bridge from spirituality and the alien and stuff like that. I had to understand how that all worked together. And when I watched Cosmic Disclosure, it was all explained. And whether, it's people's perceptions, but I believe, the story that they give us. There's so many. And then there's so many. I look, so I have a Bon Jovi shirt on, right? And Wanted Dead or Alive is Mandela affected. Do you know how upset I am that he's not real? Because I believe they're not. And I believe that I was saying the one-hit wonders, I think, were the people that were offered contracts and said no. Like, you mean, I mean Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, like amazing songs like Hungry, like all them songs, those people should have had careers, but they didn't want, they don't want to sign their souls over. Exactly. So many things. And like all the ones with Tom, yeah, was it Tom Hanks? Like, oh man, like of course he's gonna be like, of course. He's like, you think he's like the perfect actor, which he's been everything. Well, duh, he's not real. And Hollywood was, and I think what I do believe now is Hollywood is they put spells on us. Because why is it all of a sudden everybody's like over the Beatles? Remember the Beatles? Well, not the Beatles. We weren't alive yet. Well, I wasn't yet. But all of a sudden, you got these women are like obsessed, and then us with like New Kids on the Block, and like just think about the obsession that people have with like singers, and you think to yourself, why? Like with Bon Jovi, when Slippery When That came out, I got the CD, or I got the album. I think it was an album, and I got it. So it's my Bon Jovi shirt, right? I remember Slippery. I would watch Slippery When Wet, and I would watch like one. I would just go crazy over like Richie Sambora, and then you think to myself, that's wild. Why are we so obsessed? Like you see the people passing out because of the Beatles. They've had to put spells on us, guys. Hollywood put spells on us. Like I'm still like I can't get into series. It's hard for me to get in how they get into like series TV. What not series TV, Krista? Scripted TV. But there's a couple of movies and shows that I like. But knowing what I know, it's hard to. Kind of hard to watch them. So all I watch is stuff about this stuff. No, but I want to. Like I haven't. So like with Gaia, I went through all the shows that are on there. So there's nothing left for me to watch on there. And the newer ones, I've seen most of them. It's like, but I'm looking for something to learn from again. I want to learn some more things. And it's like I was gonna say with school, I hated school, but I love learning about this stuff because I retain it. I retain it. And I didn't think about it. My girlfriend's like, dude, you just went on this. I was telling somebody that I met, and she was asking me all these questions, and she's like, you look like a different person when you're doing that. She's like, you were just going on, and she's like, and making things make sense. And this girl's like staring at. She's like, so I could listen to you all day long. And it was right when I started like learning about the afterlife, and I was like explaining all these things to her about like life and reality from my perception of what I learned and how and what happened. And Marine's like, you just go into a different. I'm like, I don't want to say channeling, but like, it's coming out of me, and I'm like, I don't know how it's like old memories that you don't know you had, but they're not memories that you remember. It's hard to explain, and it's like also I remember when I was younger. When I was younger, I don't know what made me look for UFOs when I was like up to like 3 or 4 years old. I would lay in my backyard. Now we did have an airport near us, but why would I look for UFOs? And I wouldn't think I'd seen one, and then I don't know if my dad took me. I went to see ET 8 times, whenever when it came out 8 times. I made my dad take me, and I went with my cousins. But like, and then I'm like, wait, maybe the obsession came from that show, but why that, right? So if that happens, then I start school, and like library class was 1983, 81 or 83 or whatever, kindergarten, before the age of 5. You want to check? They want you to check out books. Well, I would always check out books about UFOs and real stuff. Like I don't know why. And I would get this feeling and this emotion that I get now when I watch things about spiritual. I feel like it's an emotion I've never had before. So it's like something you can't really explain. Like, how they say, trying to explain colors to a blind person, even though now we know that they can see again. We've learned that they can see through telepathy tapes, but that's a different story. But the thing is, it's like this emotion that I feel that I want to call it home, but it's not really home. It's more than that. It's like a comfort feeling. And I only felt that one time when I was younger, when I would watch things about UFOs and just like the truth things. There wasn't much in the 80s, but like now there's so much of it. But I only get that feeling when I watched when I became awake and aware, which I believe was when I watched the show Surviving Death that one of my podcast friends recommended on Netflix. I watched it and I was like, I didn't know about near-death experiences until then. And then I went through like 2 years of seeing every single one of the near-death experience stories. And then when I got clean in 2012, I died. I now know that I don't remember any of it, but since then I've learned a lot of things. But I had a walk-in during this one overdose, my last overdose. I got clean after that. But it was 12/21/12. I had no idea the significance of that date for 10 years. 12/21/12, I died. And it was the last time I took a needle on my arm. And then I went through a lot in the last 10 years trying to get myself clean. I got clean, but I like, I met my husband and I stayed clean and I just, my life improved. And it's like, and I started becoming, and I didn't realize what was happening. I felt like more of a different person year after year, and more of like, eventually I was like, I don't know. I'd look at the things I did before and I'm like, how could I have done that? Like, I fucked up a couple of times on Xanax and I'm like, I have a husband, dude. I really could have died. I did things that were so fucking out of character for normal me. So I couldn't, I realized that like, but like, when you're around people that don't believe what you're saying or understand what you're going through, it's like so lonely. It's like, deal with spirituality yourself. And then you find communities like this and it's great. Like even if you turn me around and you said, oh, you're crazy, I'm just making fun of you or something like that, I'm fine with it because I understand. We were taught something completely different. Everything we learned in school is a lie, in my opinion, only, and others. But I'm just saying, my best friend her son refuses to go back to school. He's 10. But he's like a gamer at 10. This kid's smarter than us, and he's pretty bad, but like bad in a way like where he's got to stop running his mouth, but it's okay. But the fact that he's so much smarter than us and he doesn't want to go back to school, when it's like, I don't want him. I would let him. She wants to homeschool him, which is fine. But the kid, I said, you know what? He's like a gamer for some reason. Like he's got such a personality, Caden. And thank God he's in sports, but like he's got the personality of a gamer that would be really good, and like somebody that they'd be really good and fun to watch. And like I don't want to say like fucking with people, but he would be fucking with people, and he's really good. But like that's for later on. But like it's just these kids are so much. It's I like when you say that. It's funny because I was reading your thing and I didn't realize what I was reading, but I know. Do you know what? So let me tell you my theory, and I believe probably what you believe. Like, I know we create our own reality. Obviously, I get stuck on the co-creation thing, and like, I'm starting to think that I'm creating my reality right now. My awareness is here. Maybe you're my friend in this reality, but your awareness is in your reality, right? And I'm just your friend there. I'm an NPC friend there. That's helping you co-create, right? But like I believe our own reality. Like I'm creating even the beings that and the disclosure, and that's all my reality, my perception. And maybe you have the same journey, but your perception is the same. But like maybe we're all supposed to find each other at this point. But like I feel like leading up to now, and I do believe we still create our own reality. So I think we like, oh, we're in a simulation, that's scary. No, it's our own simulation. Like it's not even like it's just what being human is. Like we can do that, and it's our soul that can do this, and we are the only souls that can. I'm sorry, the only people that have soul in my reality. Souls are and they want that. And there's other beings that do want a soul and they can't get them, which is fine. And I believe that it's because we are and what is it, immortal? No, we never die. But I believe now that we've got to a point where like our light bodies are here. Like we don't have our carbon bodies anymore. These are our light bodies. And I believe this, and then we can obviously heal ourselves and stuff. I don't know. I'm scared to death to get sick, but I don't want to talk about it. I feel like you said, I want to see that diet if you have a chance to. I'm going to give you my email. Because I would switch over if I could. Parodies my rainbow post. Let me read it. Okay. I know the earth is spinning. Yeah, I like that. Dude, I just remember them like giving us fluoride in school, and then you think about now, like you were in prison. We're in a motherfucking prison. Like I mean, we learned how to read and write, and after that, everything else was a lie. Even the people like they're supposed to be your friends and not your friends is a lie. But great. It was a great experience. I'm so glad I had high school and school. Thank God I didn't retain any of their bullshit. Their teachings. Like now I, as an adult, have relearned, the truth about science, the truth about the things that they lied to us about. Like why? I get it. Maybe they were scared. Maybe they didn't know either, and they were like, "We got to see how this works." Like I also think too that they have the project Looking Glass. So they saw coming in like the year 2000 that the realities were just going to merge all together. So like there was no more timeline. There was just one straight timeline after that, which again, I believe there's still probably two, because I believe that in one of them that, God, maybe this is the one where like, this is the one where all of us are on the same one, because you have the one people that believe that he's Antichrist like me. And I believe it for a good reason. But then you have people that think the other opposite, that it's for bad reason, right? Because they don't understand the prophecy. But it's like, regardless, it's merging all realities, in my opinion, at this point, because all things have been possible now. He's been both things. Isn't that crazy? And like the prophecy he fulfilled by mocking religion. It's like, holy shit. Bob fucking Science Bro. Dude, it's crazy. There's that guy. I used to not understand what he was talking about, but it's like, what's his name? Donald Hoffman. Dude, I still can't believe Nick Pope's dead, but Donald Hoffman. He used to say something about fitness goals. I didn't understand it, but like, I guess it's like these things that you plan on accomplishing here in this reality, and this reality or this incarnation. But if you do it right and you get done early, you move along to the next one, right? So quicker, you get out of here. And then my medium said the other day, she goes, if all your life lessons are learned, you're out of here, right? I'm like, no, shh. I'm like, okay. But like, no, she's like, calm down. Our light bodies, we're not going to die. I do believe that if we don't have to go through the transition. I think that we can choose when we die. I don't want to say die, but like end this incarnation. But with our light bodies, we can take them with us, she said. So saying all our right now, like my higher self, and all that, I do feel like is incarnating into this person who I am today, like Crystal on planet Earth, which I know I'm from a different planet, but I said, I think I want to stay. She's like, so I was talking to her the other day, and she's like telling me things. I was like, I think I like it here. She goes, it's really hard right now. She's like, you hear you talking about your human. So you're being nicer to your human. I'm like, I know, my human. Oh, I have a hard time being human. People don't get it. People don't get me. I'm really like a weirdo in my family. And like, even though they're all so awake and aware, they just don't realize it. At least my brother doesn't anyway. My brother laughs at me. He goes, aliens? You believe in aliens? No. I'm not. It's like you saw a lying YouTube video and you believe. I'm like, how do you not? You're a Marine. How are you? It was crazy that he like laughed at me and I never brought it up again. I'm gonna wait a couple more years, but like if he ever believes it, it's gonna be funny because I do believe that they're here with us on this earth, but I don't know. Maybe my brother's not supposed to really. I don't know. But his kids have had visits from people that have passed in their lives, my nieces and nephew. Amazing stories that I believe. So like at least they have that. And my sister-in-law definitely believes. But like other people in my family, like I don't know what my mom believes at this point. I should ask her. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. But at one point they were all laughing at me and I was like, all right, well, we'll see. I'm the one who's the alien. I'm Sagittarius, by the way. Question is, what the fuck is of this? Does the other Sagittarius arm Earth exist? I think so. The one being us. I know, right? Like I do believe there's billions of Earths because we're creating them like as our own. And obviously I think like we shift a lot, but I think that was given to us. I think it's a gift for us. Like because the other side, I haven't looked lately, but I'm a Sagittarius sign, but like I see what you mean and how we're aligned, right? So is it out there or are we in it? We are the only one. And like when are we gonna become aware? I know I'm aware of all the other beings, but I want to interact more. Like I want to know, like I know now where I'm from and everything, why I'm here. But I would like to just have, like I said, all my incarnations into this incarnation right now. And like let me stay in this like awareness. And I know that sounds like very human of me to say, but it's like it's a human thing. But like I get it. But like I'm aware of that I used to be other thing. I'm aware of why I'm such a weirdo. Okay. It all makes sense now. But it's like I kind of don't really want to go. I want to know that my people that passed away were able to. I want to be able to. I want to all be at the same place, but I don't want to have to transition over there. I think if they're in like a holding place until this earth is fixed and they have to do things from the other side, I'd like us all to be reunited. That'd be great. That's my wish. That's my hope. That's my 5D dream. Like, and I believe it's possible. I just feel like we got to be. They have to be. I don't know. I guess they tell us all the systems have to go down, and they need to like, oh, by the way, it's just a different realm and this is how you get there and they can all come back. You know what I mean? And now we can all live, even though they're only this far away from us. Obviously, like it would be hard to merge them back into it. I don't know how that would work, but maybe over time, the awareness of different things will lead us to that. But I feel like at this point, like I've been mourning my grandparents my whole life. I'm tired of it. I know if they're here, they're here. I want to know. I know my guides and guardians are here. I know that, but I'm not aware. I can't hear or see them and it makes me upset. She's trying to teach me, but I would like to have that awareness. She did say, even if you just hear about the New Earth and you don't believe it, it's enough for you to be on it. I'm like, well, that's good to know. How about the bitches that have stolen from me? My ex-best friends, like my wedding picture, exes on 5 of my bridesmaids' heads. Those are 5 people I kicked out of my life for good reasons, and I don't miss them anymore. But anyway, I've rented on for long enough. I try not to go into politics or religion, but people weren't. I don't know if they're ready to hear about it now, but either. I know. Autism Awareness Month. Thank you, Robert, for being here for me too. Dustin and all that. I talked about Summerhouse today, guys. It's probably not, this hour is probably not going to make it. Oh well, it's been 3 hours. Yeah, I should heighten this. I got to change this into an hour, and then I'll put out the clicks and clicks. the shorts, and if anybody cares. And yes, we're right. I have a t-shirt for next month. And then all the shoebies come to the shore. I don't know when we're going to Charleston, but I would like to know. I don't know why I need to know. I guess I'm excited. I want to know because I want to start planning. I gotta get Lisa. All right. You guys, thank you for coming in too. Can you please? I feel like that too, and I have a lot of opinions on that thing. Obviously, I think can be reversed. My Caden James was all verbal, everything was fine on track, and then all of a sudden she got vaccinated, and he was nonverbal all of a sudden. And then my friend, she detoxed him and everything, and now he's like amazing. Like he's smarter than us, and he's like a gamer. He's a kid. He's so funny, but he's such a funny kid. But it's fucking wrong, the shit that he says. But he talks a lot of good shit for the gaming community. But when he tells us to shut the fuck up, it's funny, but it's not funny. I have to turn on and laugh before he gets yelled at. But anyway, he's like, "You fucking bitches!" I'm like, hating James, sir. I look at her, I'm like, that's our fault. You know that, right? This poor kid, because we weren't the best. She lived next door to me for a long time, and we were partying a lot, and the drinking was a big thing, and the people, and just the chaos came along with our life for a couple years, and he remembers all of it, and that's the reason why he's he hates us so much, but he has a reason for it. So, do you know who I'm talking about? Oh God, before I go, I'm going to say his name. He has a son, and he is his podcast. God, what is his goddamn name? Man, I can't believe Nick Pope died too. Wow. This is weird, Mike. I didn't expect this. I thought they were going along with the ride with us. I thought that whole community, it's weird. Because I remember, a lot of times say, "Oh, you're scared of that," because they were so aware of all the things. And 14, man, after such an interview, I was hearing about something too about God, what is it? Something that oh my God, Joe Rogan just went to do a trial at the White House for addiction. God, I have to look at Jesse on Fire. Something Ivectin or something. Am I saying it right? Ivectin. I can't speak. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time talking. But I think it's called Ivectin or something like that. Some kind of injection. And Joe Rogan wanted to get it more legalized or something. So he's doing I think it helps for pain. It's one of those things. Obviously, it gets rid of opiate withdrawal. I've been on Suboxone for 13 years, since 2012. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. Since 2007, I didn't start doing them right until 2012. So it's a long time, and I don't want to be. I take a tiny little piece, and I'm honest about it. But I don't need it physically, or I need it physically, not mentally. You're like, oh, if you get off it, you'll get high. Bitch, if I want to get high, I'll get high. I'll just stop taking it, I'll get high. I get high on other things. It's not the case. I don't want it in my system anymore. I'm scared. I don't know what it's going to do to me. My friend got off, and he's in his 40s, and he's like, do yourself a favor and stay on it. he's like, stay on it. I'm like, well, if I can get something like that, I want to look that up. I want to know what you know. What do you know? I want to start, because I do eat very healthy, but I also feel like you don't have to. But I know me, it's not because I don't want to kill animals or anything like that, but I can't, I try, I'll crave a burger and I'll try to eat it. And I'm halfway into the bite, I'm like, something makes me start thinking about it moving around, and it was live. And I start thinking, then I try to eat my vegetables or shit. I'm just like, dude, they don't want to be eaten either, because I talk to my plants. But I know planet Earth is given these things to help us not be sick. Like, this Earth has given us everything we need: lumber, food, water, heat, Wi-Fi, electricity. It's all here for free. And all they do is put meters on shit and take and hijack our evolution and make the things that we need when we could be living, the money they spend and make and fuck around with, the 40 billion a year that they fucking have done just to cover up fucking the aliens and everything, and just to cover up the truth. You know how much I could save people's lives? People that every single human in this country would have a place to live if you just gave everybody the money that, I'm just saying, compensate everybody. We don't need a president anymore. Call it a friend of the people. As a friend of the people. That's what I'm going to call it. I think we need a couple, I want to say Tucker Carlson's, and then my friend hates it, Charlie Kirk. People that see both sides of things, and whether Charlie was there or not, I do believe he'd be a great leader. And we don't need this politician bullshit anymore. It's lies. We know now it's all fucking lies. They're going to do what they want anyway. And if they give you something, they take something else away from you. And you don't realize how you're getting fucked in the ass. Like, you're getting your dick sucked and fucked in the ass. I gotta stop saying it. You know what I mean? You're like, this, like, it's like a two hit, like, what the fuck? Like, you just got me here with this money, and then I just, now prices of food so expensive, but what's happening? Like, why is it getting harder to live? We shouldn't live like this. It should be getting easier. I don't know if it's true or not, but when they're fucking with the TikTok shit, people from China were spending a third of what we spend. They couldn't believe how much money we spend on food. I've spent it like, and it's only me and my husband right now, and the cats. I do have 7 cats that are very expensive. Take them off the thing. Our food's over $200-$300 a week every other week, $200 to $300 every other week, which is ridiculous for 2 people. And I don't eat a lot. I eat fucking granola all day long. I'm a weirdo. But I think I have that. I don't say that, but I have something. My medium says it's OCD, but I feel like I think they present the same symptoms a lot. Not that, but OCD and ADHD. Sorry, I was getting off track. Anyway, I'm losing my voice. I got my high voice going on. I love you all. I've been on it for 3 hours. Come back at any time, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I start around 12. Yeah, I'm this blows my mind, dude. What happened with fucking David and Nick Pope and just wow. Reality is changing, dude. I can't believe. I'm glad that you brought that Wilcox thing up because I brought that up so many times to people in different. Did you see that Truth Seeker guy? He's the first person I saw that covered David's death, and he was saying a lot of things that I didn't know. Like I don't know if he hates him, or if he believes in it. I don't know. He was saying some things about David that I didn't know, and I was like, oh well. I mean, it makes sense. Just like he didn't seem like he liked him too much, but he obviously didn't want him to do what he did. And he was trying to get information on it, but like. I'm going to look. Is there a couple channels? Have you seen anything? I'm going to try that channel. But even on David's channel, I can't even believe like he was just live on Sunday. And next day, allegedly takes a gun and shoots himself. And the fact that he waited till the cop, I think if he did do it and he waited for the cop to get there, he wanted to make sure that there was no questions on his death, in my opinion. I know how Walmart all of a sudden has fish tanks. I remember it always had the fish tanks. That's my Mandela. It always had fish tanks, in my opinion. I don't know about you. Man, the whole Kurt Russell thing is blowing my mind that you remember him dying and I don't. Oh my God. I'm probably the minority too. I haven't been that in a while. All right, I gotta go. I keep saying that. I love you guys. Mike, I'm so happy to see you. Please come back anytime. I will chat about this stuff anytime you like. I'll even drop you a link if you want to. And if you want to chat about spirituality, let me give you my email actually. If you want to have a live, we can talk like live. I'd appreciate it. And if you don't want to, that's fine. You don't have to show your face either. I'm just saying, but hit me up because I don't find many people on here that want to talk about this stuff. Like, and I'm just saying on my channel. I know there's a lot of channels that do, but like I like having a conversation that we can both talk about it, whether people believe us or not. It's our perception, and I believe everybody's hurt. Yeah, Bob Barker died for me. Did he die for you? Yeah, he definitely died in my reality twice. I think. No. Yeah, maybe twice. Bob Newhart died twice in my reality. Oh, God, crazy, like a lot. Like yeah, Bob Newhart. There's another one that just died and it blew my mind. I was like, wait a minute, he died twice. My husband doesn't remember this one guy, and I'm just sorry, I smoked a lot too much, but yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, like I can't. I just Yes, twice, dude. Remember that show? Like, what was it called? Newhart, or like, I guess it was a show called Newhart, or like something. It was like a country look kind of thing. He just always stuck out to me. And then remember he was on The Big Bang, and then he dies, and then he comes back, and I think he died. It was weird. I was like, wait, he died. I'm like, oh, he just died again. There was another one at Bob. Maybe it wasn't Bob. Russell Simmons, the guy with the bandana. He was alive for me up until last year, and people remember him dying twice now. I didn't even I don't know if he's dead. Is this reality? He apparently he died before, and then he died again, and I'm like, or is he alive in this reality? I don't remember. That I do remember I do remember the red balloon, and I remember being the money, the American. Oh God, Krista, you know what I'm talking about? The red balloon guy. I know, Robert. Would you be interested in it too? I know you were getting mad at me about the spirit, about the medium stuff, and but yeah, like I want to talk about that stuff, and like I would definitely hold a whole live about that, and I just maybe have to just kind of schedule it where people know about it, because like now I'm just hanging on to like my one for the other one. I like a schedule time for it. I'll just maybe if I advertise it a little bit, people don't. Robert, do you ever see my I always put the community chat on my community page. I always put my link there very early, and I realized I never comments on it. I don't know if anybody sees my community page. Or maybe it doesn't become aware. Okay, yeah. You remember him always being alive. Yeah, he was. See, okay, this is the funniest thing. So you remember him dying in that July 2024. Earlier that year, my friend Dana Wilkie, who was on Beverly Hills, she's a podcaster now. She did a whole thing about him missing. And he came out and said, "I'm alive. I just don't want to be bothered." And then all of a sudden he was like, "No, he was dead by then." And I'm like, "No, he wasn't." It was blowing my mind. I mean, well, exactly. He was just missing. Like, I remember when he was missing, but he wasn't dying. He wasn't dead. You're right. Maybe it wasn't me for July 2024. Yeah. But like the fact leading up to that, like there were so many people that like my friend Dana was doing a whole thing on him being missing, and he wasn't really missing. It was like his partner or his agent was speaking for him, and he didn't want to be out in public anymore. But he was fine. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, he's dead. I'm like, no, what? Huh? To me, he was alive. People, it's so fucking weird. Rob. Like it's the fact that like now, like it should have been weird for us before. But now it's like we're meeting people in our community that are like some have that the update and some haven't, which I guess it's both are fine. But I think we're all here together. But remember how they said all realities will merge? Like as maybe this is the proof of it. Because even in our community, some of us are getting like I remember when Brian was like, my goddamn video is different. Remember when the Mandela would like, go back or something and they'd have to like, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, my video, they fucked with my video. I'm like, that's wild. That should have freaked us out then. But for some reason, we knew that was okay. I did anyway. It just, for me, it was a timeline thing and a merging thing. And I kind of was, but then it was like you said, it starts to get close to home and you're like, Centerville, like that's fucking weird, right? Like, how does a whole town be like, no, Brian, poor Brian. He's like, that sign's different. He's like, I'm the only one. I don't know if he was the only one, but like, it was just like, felt bad for him. I'm like, if that ever happens to me, I'm going to lose my mind. And now it is. Like City Avenue is not City. It used to be City Line Avenue my whole life. And like Tom or thing with JFK, I don't remember because I wasn't born yet, but there was a 4-car or a 6-car people. Like I don't know what reality it is now, but they say everybody remembers it being 4 people in the car, the driver, the passenger, and then some kind of car that only had 4 other seats, right? But then I think it was like 6 or 4. It was going back and forth 6. So JFK's shooting was like the car was different for people. I was like, oh, that's weird. And then Tom Hanks all the ones with Tom Hanks freaks me out because of the Apollo 9. Apollo's like some people remember Apollo having this many people and that many people, this many people. And now they're like, oh, now they're admitting that we had no technology to go to the moon. It was actually, they say lost the technology, but we believe it was taken from us. The rights to do it. Hey, Kath. I'm talking to a friend of mine that is in the truth community about like reality and stuff. And we're just laughing about like, stop it. Stop it. Mike, you're fucking with me right now. I have not seen any new ones in it. Like, wow. Wow. I haven't seen that one yet, but that to me, Eric Stoltz was Marty. No. And before Michael Jackson, what? How did you see Baby Back to the Future was filmed some? I don't know. Like, what? Oh man, like the thing I remember that when I found out about Wanted Dead or Alive, I started hitting them. I went to Bon Jovi's DMs. I went John Bon Jovi's Instagram and started DMing. I sent him like, I was like, you need to call me back now. And I was like, this is crazy, Mr. Bon Jovi, sir. But you need to tell me what's happening right now because I'm singing Wanted Dead or Alive and you're not. I forget what it was changed to, but I was like, you don't understand, sir. And like, of course he didn't answer me, but whatever, it's okay. But they hired Michael Jackson. What? Who's Eric Stoltz? Jesus Christ. Mike. Wow. Mike. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Is the new ones are blowing my fucking mind. I probably should stop smoking. All right, I'm going to go send to my plants. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Please come back and talk to me about this stuff. Send me an email and let me know when you're available because we can chat we can talk for hours about this and people wanting to watch or not. But I like literally, there's so many because it's weird. I try to find Brian's stuff. I can't. Did he take it all down? He must have taken it all down. The Elephant Man. And the thing with the braces, the dolly, that a lot of people would get freaked out about the dolly thing because it would only make sense that dolly would have braces. and he didn't have braces. Like a lot of like my husband, actually, I know that freaks him out because he was like into the movie. He likes that movie. It's one of his things. And like a lot of the Star Wars ones, I'll try to get my husband to be affected by the Mandela effect. I don't know what he is. He's just what he's like this. He doesn't say anything. I'm like, babe, he'll listen to me, but I'm like, babe, isn't that weird? Yeah. I'm like, please tell me that's weird to you. Please tell me you feel something. It's confirmed. He's supposed to be here with me, but it's just funny that like they don't affect him like it affects me. He's not into any of this. He thinks probably thinks I'm a complete nut job, but I don't really care because I will make him believe soon. What? Yeah, that guy. What? Yeah, like what? Oh man, listen to me. I'm like, but. It's my Snow White, babe. I know. I was just showing my plants from last summer how they go crazy, and like right now, I just planted. I just put all the new soil down. I put all the new food and the mulches over it. And so now I'm just waiting for them to go through it. I planted some new stuff. I planted. Oh my God, wait till you see all the I planted elephant ears everywhere this year. My elephant ears go crazy when I love. And my cannas are coming back, and it looks like my palm trees are coming back. So I was just showing everybody my pictures. Oh wait, do I have them in here still? I'm pulling up still. Like it's funny. Like I'm amazed by my yard. I'm like, how is this? I did this all. Like I these are my babies. They grow back in. Oh, look at my cardinal. I don't know if my mirror got my cardinal video yesterday. But you know how the cardinals are here.
So windy, tweet, hi.
Tweeting at me.
Hi.
This is before I pulled it. This is in the wintertime. Look at these two. I never get rid of my things. My thumbnails are all still in here. And then mix it with my yard pictures. Oh God, the fucking crime scene pictures. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta call Lisa for her. My dad. Just forget it. All right, I can't find it. It's too much. Anyway, but I love you all. Oh, I love Michael Jackson. The movie that's coming out, that's gonna be good. I wonder if the movie's gonna have Mandelas in it for us. Because it's about his life, right? And we're gonna remember it one way and it's gonna be something different. Watch. Dude, wait till they mess with fucking Beat It. Wait till they mess with Thriller. They mess with Thriller. Wait till they mess with like something else in his like. Because to me, like he's one of our. To me, he's like that was like the first. I don't want to say celebrity, but person I like was obsessed. I was obsessed with him when I was like what 5 or 6. I used to have the pocketbook with his face on it. Yeah, and then it was New Kids on the Block or Bon Jovi, and then it was like Bon Jovi and shit. And then after that, it kind of died down. But you know what I mean? Like I'm like singing Gloria with Catherine here the other day when I was singing. I went into full fucking sing mode. I went into like full 80s mode and started singing at the end of my live for like 2 hours. Like a nut job, a live fucking high nut job. Anyway, it was 420. Happy 420, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm like, I am actually going this time. And hopefully I will see you on Friday. Send me an email. We chat. Kath, I love you. I love you all. Thank you all for being here if anybody's here. And if you made it this far, you're fucking amazing. If not, this will be pieced out and the first 2 will be put on who's starting on podcast. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, Mike.